have it on YouTube's live. It's just on the waiting. Just kick off soon. Right. Yep. Alright, I think it should be alright this time. I'm gonna try. I think it should be better. Yeah, I'm probably not. I'm just gonna try the Twitch one and just run it off of Twitch. Yeah, one of my main interests about this game is actually the is curious to actually see how the Bills defense plays against Kansas City. One of the main reasons of actually why Patrick Mahomes lost the game against John Gruden was and the Raiders, because John actually thinks with his brain a little bit. What he actually did was he basically dropped 8 back and let Pat Mahomes and didn't actually rush Pat Mahomes. One of the biggest things, if you actually looked at the beginning of the year and also previously in his career, Patrick Mahomes is one of the best QBR ratings against the rush and against the blitz. So logic would say don't blitz him and don't rush him that much and drop cover, drop 8, drop however many you necessarily need, and just see what you can do. Just don't give up the big plays. You know he's going to score. Just don't give up the big plays over the top and keep everything in front of you. That's what John Gruden did. His offense was able to score enough points, and they won. Yeah, the real John Gruden account. Also, we are on commercial. We are on commercial. I have the stream up, and I'm assuming it says we're taking a break. So
It was just I had to have it too. It was late because
yeah.
there is a normal latency.
So everybody on YouTube can still hang out with us.
Everybody on YouTube can hang out.
Everybody can like hear what we're gonna be saying. So
Yeah, exactly. They
Get
get to
the
watch me
preview.
eat food too.
What are you eating, Fred? What are you bringing it? The power
we're gonna
food
talk
for the
about
NFL
food.
game.
We're gonna talk about the food now.
course.
It's like a orange. It's like a orange edamame chicken. It's very good. Or turmeric. Sorry, turmeric edamame
Turmeric.
chicken. Yeah.
Turmeric. Yes. Did you
turmeric,
make it
yeah.
yourself
No,
or?
of course not. I bought this from Nutrition Solutions.
Oh,
Never
okay.
have to
There
do
you go.
never have to cook. It's great.
Well, the meal to go with the football game is obviously a very important part of it, as is the drink. Although
Oh.
I don't, are the
But
White
they
Claws
did.
out,
No,
or
they
like,
did.
Yeah.
You know, they actually did the other day. Last week, they sent me an item menu that was called Game Day, and it was
Oh, really?
it was mac and cheese with chicken bites. I mean, it was bomb. It was unbelievable. It was like the best thing they ever
See?
made, and it was like actually healthy. So, David Hadley, hello. How are you doing? On the YouTube side of things. By the way, if you switch to Twitch.tv Relive Sports, you'll actually be able to watch the game footage live. One thing that you won't, well, you actually like get commercials because you're seeing the actual game. But that's if
That's
you want the
unavoidable.
real game footage, you can head over there. And then during the commercials, if you just want to hang out with us, we're always just kind of hanging out here. So
Yes, during the commercials we'll be chatting it up on the YouTube side
it's
of things.
pretty
But
casually here on during
we
commercials.
have the actual game that is set to kick off at 5:05-ish. Basically,
Who's
we
doing
are-
this, Fox?
Yes, it is. It is part of Fox.
Oh, okay.
Fox and Prime Video.
I was gonna say if it was ESPN, we'd be kicking off in 30 minutes, but
No,
no.
they always delay the
Yeah,
kickoff for whatever reason.
dude, no, they just tell you to. They just do that so you watch the pregame show,
That's true. That's true, I suppose. But
which is ridiculous because I turn it off instantly when that happens.
the TNT pregame shows though are very good. But they actually start
Oh,
on
the
time.
Inside NBA ones, yeah, those
Yeah.
actually start on time.
Well, those ones are the best.
Those,
All right.
those 9 o'clock games would start at 9:03 or like 9:04. Like they
We're
started on
back, I
dot.
think.
Oh, yeah,
We're-
we are.
All right,
We are
we're actually back. So we're in Orchard Park here. It's about 50 degrees in Buffalo. It isn't snowing, but it's raining, and it does look a tad bit miserable. So one thing to keep an eye on, I suppose, is how the quarterbacks might handle the wet balls as we go throughout the day.
No deflated
but
ones here, though.
No deflated
yeah.
ones as far as we're concerned. We've just, if we flip it over here, Troy and Joe are just getting ready. They're doing their little pregame talk here, but we do have Kansas City and Buffalo ready to roll. Gentlemen, I actually have I need Travis Kelce today, fantasy-wise. I just like, this week has wreaked havoc on my fantasy team. I am literally sitting Russell Wilson, Kamara, and one of my other like receivers. Like the rank one, I have like 3 of those sitting. It's an abomination. It's terrible. But I need Kelce for a big game.
Well, Ritz, I'm in the exact same boat here. I put in practically all the star players that I could have thought that would have had a big game. I'm gonna make the list. Evans, I put in all it's like any big name you can think of, and I got now a combined 35 points. The only two guys that are playing on my on my team right now are Patrick Mahomes and Amari Cooper. And in order for me to win, I need them to score a combined 100 points because that's how much I'm losing by right now. So it has been a pitiful weekend. I've only got 40 points, and I got 3 spots that have not played. It's been awful, and I just need that to happen. I need like 7 touchdowns from each of those guys.
I don't.
I don't think that's gonna work out for you. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. One game for
so
me is just
bad.
completely over. There's no chance I'm winning. He had Derrick Henry, so I mean I had no chance. at all.
Oh, well, yeah, the Derrick Henry
Yeah,
run.
I had Derrick
overtime.
Henry, and then the one time Deshaun Watson decides to have a decent game, of course I'm up against Derrick Henry. But in the other game, I'm up 20. I have Butker, the Bills' defense, and then he is Josh Allen. So that one's gonna be a little interesting, actually. We'll
Ooh,
see
that
there.
is. That's
That one may get
the
close,
wild
but
lead.
the other one, I'm done. I mean, I'm down by 46 points. He's got Patrick Mahomes and Butker, and I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire and the Buffalo defense. So I'm
Helaire,
done.
yes.
And Helaire now is useless at this point because of Le'Veon Bell. So there goes my first round draft pick.
Well, so actually, that was. I don't even have.
There's
I
your
don't have the
segue.
topics in this view, but that was a good segue. And I don't have the beautiful graphic. We'll play it at some point. Le'Veon Bell being signed by the Kansas City Chiefs this week. What do you guys make of this signing? It's a $1 million contract. The Chiefs actually don't have to pay the whole $1 million. They're only
He's getting
responsible
paid.
For about
He's getting paid
$600,000.
$7 million from the Jets.
Right,
From
yeah.
the contract, so money for him is not an issue. The only thing that is on his mind is to basically win a Super Bowl, and he got to basically just choose where he goes. And if I'm him, the best place to go, I would say, is Kansas City. To be able to win a Super Bowl and get the chance. I mean, this just makes them even scarier as a team. I mean, it just that there's no other way to put it. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic.
There you go. See, Le'Veon Bell. There's my beautiful graphic. Is this signing actually gonna work?
I think it definitely will be. I mean, I think also like what Fran was talking about, I don't think money's going to be the biggest issue. I think for him, he's only really concerned about winning. And I'm not really going to be seeing him start every single game or take over Edwards-Helaire because he knows the playbook better than obviously Dell does. But I do think that with him being in the lineup and being in the offense, that they're going to get a lot more dangerous with him out there, both as a runner and as a receiver. So I think it's going to be a great signing for them, and I think for him, he's excited.
The kickoff now here in Orchard Park. That was Roberts with the run back to about the 26-27, and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills will take the field for their first possession here of the day. Nate, sort of luckily for you, apparently, what was it? Mahomes has 18 straight games with a touchdown pass, and so you're good for at least one on the fantasy side. I don't know if it's going to be worth 50 points, but as Josh Allen is slightly off the mark there, Cole Beasley can't quite get around to getting the football, and that first pass drops incomplete. Perhaps a little bit of the wetness there, a little slip in the rain. You can definitely see that you can definitely see on the camera that it is actively raining.
It's actively raining, but they don't look wet.
They don't.
Which is extremely confusing. Also, we haven't done our predictions. What are the predictions?
That's
Rich,
true. We
first.
didn't get to the predictions.
I was going to say that. We need to do the predictions. Well, my prediction is I think the Chiefs, considering, they did not get embarrassed as badly as the Bills did last week, and I think, they're going to bounce back from this week. I think that the Chiefs are going to take over this game and win by at least 7 points.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I was about to say the Bills, but after seeing these first two plays, I just don't really want to take them anymore.
You're not allowed to do that.
I know, but we did it late. All right, I'll stick with it. I think the Bills are going to win. The Bills need to win this game more than the Kansas City Chiefs need to win this game.
I sort of agree
if KC loses this game, nothing really happens. At the end of the day, they're just like, yeah, we got beat by Bills. They're pretty good. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, they'll figure it out when it gets there. This is Josh Allen and them. They need to prove they're on this level to play.
This is now bringing the rush here on third down. KC doesn't quite get there, and neither does the pass. They're slightly off. 0 for 3 there, the pass to John Brown.
What do you mean slightly off? He hit him in the helmet.
Well,
he didn't catch it.
Sure, yes, I'll give it to you.
He
hit him in the helmet. All right, fine.
What? It's in his chest. That's a perfect throw.
All right, the play-by-play announcer screwed up the call. It hit him in the chest, and he dropped it. He was 0 for 3 on the first drive. Oh, my goodness.
Straight up dropped the ball.
By the way, we're keeping a score here. Frank, so far, 1-0 on the season with his predictions. Correctly called the Bears last week. Yep. Even though that was supposed to be just for content, but did correctly get the Bears. And so, Nate, I think you're 0-1. I think you would call Tampa.
Yeah, I called for Tampa, and I was obviously way off of my prediction, so yes.
And I was in a Tom Brady jersey, so I was obviously on the Tampa Bay side.
Well, good thing not all the commentators are 0-1, or else nobody would want to watch us, right?
There you go. So at least Frank's off to a roll here. I do think that this one, I'm going to go with Mahomes to bounce back from the loss.
Well, it's you two always taking the one team, and then I'm the one odd man out every time.
Yeah, well, I mean, there has to be some sort of
Well,
balance,
we got to even up the scores, right?
Right.
It's not like I'm going to go switch my pick here. I'm going to see what I got.
In motion is Hardman, but the handoff here on the first possession over to Helaire, who manages to dodge a couple of Buffalo defenders, and that should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, he was way quicker than the camera there. And also, just one thing I want to talk to that Nate brought up earlier, actually, one of my concerns is, yes, as a fantasy person, I was concerned that Edwards-Helaire won't get that many touches. It actually is pretty interesting. When these running backs get picked up in the middle of the season, it takes them a while to start getting 20 to 30 touches a game. I don't know necessarily what it is, but it's just an interesting observation I've seen in the past.
Yeah,
it wasn't actually a first down. That was just 1 yard short, but Helaire will pick up the first down on this play, moving the chains. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, I was just mainly also going to say, too, it's I would probably say for the running back standpoint, they're not going to run the ball 20, 30 times a game like you would normally expect with most teams that have a really dynamic running back. They're going to be highly depending on the arm and talent of Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and others. So you're not really going to see them carry the ball and get major big plays like what you would see from the Titans. But I still think they're going to get their touches, whether it be in the running and especially in the passing game. So.
And that's Tyreek Hill getting his
literally
first
on
touch.
cue.
Yes, of the day there. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up.
So far, what we've seen from the Buffalo Bills is that they haven't brought any type of blitz yet. Granted, it's only been 3 plays, but they have dropped back and basically kept everything in front of them so far.
Hilaire flanks out wide right here, and you got 5 receivers spread out across. Mahomes is going to go over the middle for Kelce. Oh, and that goes high over the middle. That's a dangerous throw. Incomplete. Just looked like it might have slipped.
Yeah, I think this is definitely showing up the rain.
I think that's a rain. Yeah, rain 1,
so far,
Mahomes 0.
Actually, no, rain 1, quarterback 0, everybody 0.
Everybody can't quite get it right now.
It's a really good in route against the linebacker, did Kelce. Mahomes just slipped off. Had the ball slip out of his hands way over the way over.
Didn't seem like he had much of a grip on it when he threw it.
No, and LJ Smith thought you all were only doing Thursday night football. Well, this game was a Thursday night game. It just happened to get rescheduled to Monday because of COVID, and so we get to do this game as a result of that. And off the left side here is Darrell Williams, and that will be good for a first down and a little bit more. So we haven't quite seen Le'Veon Bell yet, but Williams coming in here to give Hilaire a little bit of a breather off left tackle, and good for the first down.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll even see Le'Veon that much. I'm sure we'll see him to get a few touches in the game, but I doubt he's going to be heavily featured.
He was active, right? But I don't know if he was...
Yeah, he's still healthy and active. I think it's the playbook. I think the other thing is, too, especially with KC, this is what Nate was touching on before, too. It's like with Mahomes, he's making so many changes at the line of scrimmage, you need to know what's going on.
Mahomes gives himself up here on first down after about 4 yards. Smart play there. And didn't see anything down the field, just tucked it in and ran it. Of course, the dual threat quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, can get it done with his arm and with his legs, although I suppose he's been dared to get it done with his arm these last couple days if they're not bringing pressure.
I was curious I don't know if you guys were watching the Green Bay Packers Tampa game yesterday.
Oh,
which
yeah,
was quite
I was.
interesting.
Oh, yeah,
But do you
I
guys see
was
the play
watching
where
that.
Aaron Rodgers slid across the for the touchdown and then got hit in the stomach by the hit?
Oh yeah, I hit.
I'm curious
hit
if
in
you
the
guys
back,
think
wasn't he?
curious if you guys think that was a cheap shot or not. I'd like to discuss that.
Well, it hit him in the back.
No,
it was like abdomen area ish. Spleen.
Yeah, it was in the abdomen area. I don't really say that it was a cheap shot because it wasn't like he was sliding or anything like that. He was trying to dive for the touchdown like what you would normally see from any player. But the one thing I really was shocked by was just the fact that they called it short, even though he wasn't touching.
Oh yeah,
afterwards.
Because he gave himself up, even though he was not sliding, he was going forward.
Yeah, exactly, and he celebrated for nothing basically, even though that was a great celebration.
Yeah, and he took that shot for absolutely no reason.
No, I agree too, because when I saw the replay, I was like, well, as Mahomes' pass there on 3rd down to Kelce doesn't quite connect, so it's 4th and 4 here, and we'll get the punting team out. Neither team or neither offense can really get into any sort of rhythm here, of course, the weather being an issue.
I would have to say, weather aside, though, you got to give credit to the Bills' defense, just at least on this possession so far. They're dropping and they're just playing defense. They're playing coverage. They're doing, come beat us, Mahomes. Let's go. And starting to see what's happening here, and also really curious how that visor works in the rain.
I was about to say the same thing. One thing we need to keep an eye on is the Andy Reid visor. Will it fog up, and
does he have a windshield wiper?
Yes, how will that get clean? James Shepard, thanks for joining us here on this Monday afternoon. We do get this Monday night game. We're going to hit the commercial break, and we'll be right back after that. Join us in chat. We'll be typing things out as we get back. All right.
I want to see if I'm still in tune with.
I'm like a couple seconds behind. It's not awful.
Yeah, I mean, but like each time I'm trying to refresh the feed, it would be on time,
And then it
would
goes
come-
backwards. Are you
Exactly.
are
Yeah.
you stream? Are you watching anything else, or is that the only thing?
That's the only thing I'm having on. I mean, there's like no other video that I'm playing right now.
Yeah, because I'm also like a few seconds behind it, and then I'll refresh it, and then I'll fall like a little further behind.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me at least, it's because I'm down in the basement, so I got a tiny bit of connectivity, and it's also raining. But I definitely think it's like on the video more than it is on me.
Yeah, Ritz is like when he's calling something, like I see it like 2 seconds later,
Yeah,
which is
Yeah.
fine
Well, at least
because
it-
I
at
don't
least it
really.
wasn't bad as
which,
last week.
yeah, last week was awful. This is actually like pretty doable.
Yeah,
Also, we have a lot of viewers here on YouTube. Sorry,
well, that's good.
or
That's
more
good.
than I expected. You can go to twitch.tv Real Life Sports or / Real Life Sports. So that's twitch.tv / Real Life Sports. And we're actually showing the game. The one bad thing about that on Twitch is, I mean, not bad thing. I mean, you have commercials like you'd watch any other sport or game. So you can join us and hang out with us over there as well, or on YouTube too. I mean, we in our ad breaks we just let this go live, and you guys can just hang out
but
or ask
if
questions.
the
and stuff,
YouTube chat has questions,
Yeah, exactly.
we'll we'll answer the questions on the YouTube side of things.
This is,
too,
I
so.
guess, you could say our radio broadcast.
This
Yeah.
is the
Or
radio.
at least
right?
this is our side. This is our side bit. You know?
Yeah, exactly. This is where you get
This
to
is
see
like
the more
this is
behind
where
the
we
scenes.
kind of like screw around and stuff. We get real serious by the time that the stream goes on.
All the outtakes, the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
Also,
Raw
if there's one way I wanted the game to start, it's actually exactly this.
What? Why?
Because nobody's like coming out like it's gonna be close.
Oh, I think we're back here in a second.
I think we're back right now.
All right,
shit.
we are back right now. So we were talking about, we'll talk about the Aaron Rodgers one here. 50 degrees, showers, 92% humidity. A lovely day for football in Orchard Park in Buffalo, New York, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. Actually, I enjoyed playing in this because, you know, when you like just play pickup with your friends, you don't actually have a nice, beautiful grass field, and it just becomes a muddy, like, you know, mud fest basically.
I don't know if this one has the soil to become mud though.
Well, no, it
It's not
doesn't.
even
But that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Unfortunately,
It becomes more of like a slip and slide.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah, more
turf
fun.
when it's wet is way worse.
Oh man.
And now they're going to be talking about the strongest arms compared to Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Well, one was saying they could throw it 83. The other was saying they could throw it 80. I mean, basically, it's just a Hail Mary. Watch the game come down to the Hail Mary that they actually have to throw it 80 yards. As Allen dodges there, the tackle in the backfield, still looking for somewhere to throw it, and ripped down. That is not a catch, actually, as Croft got taken down by the KC defender, and no catch there. So quarterbacks have yet to complete a pass by my count. Allen 0 of 4.
Yeah, I don't
and
think either of
believe
them have.
Yeah, neither
Mahomes
of the
0 of
quarterbacks had.
3. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so-
must
I know-
think maybe we should run the football.
Maybe we should run the football.
Yeah, and that was actually something I was saying that like the Bills should have done. I mean, besides even just the rain, because last week they were averaging about 4.3 yards per carry. I mean, granted, only like one of them had like 20 plus on one carry at the end of the game, but they were still able to run the ball pretty well, and I think they should definitely do that given the conditions of the rain and everything.
Josh Allen looking downfield again, being chased out of the pocket there. That could be a horse collar tackle, and I think he's going to dive for the first down. He probably will get it on the dive, and we'll have to see if there's a check the flag here. If they actually flag,
I don't.
this is number 95 there, Chris Jones.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna get him
Oh,
on the
he's
horse
actually out. I think he's short. Look at the right foot here.
Yeah, he was like he was like behind by like 1 yard, but this is actually a pretty good play here by Josh Allen. He's got Chris Jones, who's surprisingly one of like the quicker, faster defensive tackles in the game, and he runs out, gets away from like the horse collar that you mentioned. I'm surprised they didn't throw it on there, and he was able to go and quickly. I think they're giving him the first.
They
are
need
giving
it.
him the
He
first
needs
down.
to call a play before they
They
look at
did.
it.
They need to get this off before they
Yeah.
blow this thing dead. And Josh Allen here, they will get it, and this will be a quick pot pass there. Up
Yeah, they got
to
lucky.
McKenzie.
It wasn't a first down.
It was not a first
It was
down,
not. It
but
was definitely
good
short. The
challenge.
right foot was definitely out. But this will run this play, so they can't
And
review
for
it.
all the fantasy lovers out there, that was a forward pass.
Yes, that was a forward pass. You get an extra point, and we have the first completion of the day. So
No, Mahomes
Cheating,
did.
by the way.
Mahomes did. No, Mahomes completed it to Tyreek Hill
Oh, that's
because
right.
it was
that's
like
right, in
Nate
the
said
flag.
it, and I was like, yeah, right on cue. He
Oh
It's
yeah,
1-1.
yeah, that little.
Yeah,
that
you're right.
little-
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. The toss pass. That's what they basically do. Yeah.
McKenzie in motion again, although this handoff is going to be to Singletary. They're just going to run the ball, and they will run for a first down and about 2 more yards. So 7-yard run there for Singletary on 2nd and 5. Will bring up a new set of downs for the Bills.
You know what running back really, what I feel like is missing from the Bills is I feel like this team really embodied Frank Gore in general. And I really liked the Bills team when it had Frank Gore. I feel like it misses some of that, like that toughness, the maturity. I don't know. He was there for a couple of years, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I
well,
remember
think they
more
still
when he
get
was
quite
in
a bit.
SF.
I still think they get quite a bit, at least from Singletary, because he's a pretty good in between the tackles.
Flea flicker time as Allen goes back, and here's the cannon going for it all. Oh, deflected by KC, but they're going to throw a flag on this one. Offensive or defensive pass interference here?
Oh.
I thought this was good D, actually.
Oh, that's fine.
They're going to be calling a defensive pass interference.
That's fine.
Brown
shouldn't be
went
called.
for
How
it
could you say it's
on the
fine?
double
I don't
move
know.
here.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Let's see here. He's going. He does.
Wait,
the double
where's
move.
the penalty?
The penalty. He grabs him right by the right arm. He hooks him right there.
Oh, I see what you
That's a-
mean.
Yeah, I mean that is like you're not supposed to be grabbing them by
Yeah.
the arm. But in my opinion, I mean just like because I play defense also, in my opinion, that should not be.
Your coach. The coach tells you to
No!
do that.
No way.
The coach,
tells you to
yeah,
go
the
and
coach
hold
tells
by
you to
the
kind of
arm,
grab the
prevent
arm.
them able to get them
Yeah.
any room between you and the pass or the catch. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those
But
where
it's
it's
2nd
like
and 10, by the way.
okay,
so
it wasn't.
They just
called.
picked up
I
the,
think
the
they
thing.
picked up
That's
the
fair.
flag.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair. I think that's fair.
Direct to Live, why can we watch the game for free? Because it is on Prime Video and Twitch, and they have a deal where that we can co-stream it for you for free. It does have commercials, though, just like you were watching any other NFL
Way to go,
game.
refs! By the way, sorry.
Yeah, I
So-
think that was
No,
actually a good
that's
ref
the right call.
That's the
That's
right
the right call.
That was a
That's the right
beautiful
call, by the way.
Great call.
Maybe
Don't
that was
ever
just great
flag
maybe
defense.
the Premier
Great
League should
defense.
figure that out.
Josh Allen connects there to Beasley. Beautiful. Just guns it in there. That's about a 12-yard completion there on 2nd and 10. And right with the KC defenders draped at his feet, finally a pass that makes its way to the receiver
I mean,
there.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I haven't religiously watched the Bills at all, so I don't really necessarily know fully how their offense works. But I didn't really expect it to be a passing attack.
Yeah, and I honestly, I was also gonna say the same thing too, given what he's done for the last couple of years. But the one thing that really impresses me with Josh Allen is just his ability to make throws while practically being on his back foot. He'll
Yes.
go roll to his left, and he'll be slightly not in planted motion to go and do a complete forward pass, and he'll still be able to get the ball downfield.
Play action and Josh Allen going downfield, and he just overthrows there, so the cannon a bit too much. Had to take a little bit off that one over the head
he had him.
of Stephon
he
Diggs.
had him.
He had him
was
wide
deep
open.
between the cover 3. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit too much sauce on that toss right there. I'll just also say.
And now they're going back, and Fox is reviewing this play that we said was clearly not a first down.
Yeah, he's clearly a
because he
yard
has the
short.
right
Clearly a
foot.
yard
He's
short.
a half yard
Clearly a
short.
yard short. Relive Sports had it before everybody else.
Yeah, and
Only
we were
in
like,
real life sports will you get the right.
the right calls. And then Frank was like, well, they better run a play, and they did because they had to get out. As Kansas City drops one there, but it's going to be a draw off there for the not a draw, sorry. It's just a handoff, and Singletary is going to plow ahead for 3 yards there on 2nd down. So bring up.
I mean,
So
I'm
it's
just still kind of baffled by this pass first offense in the rain. I just don't really understand it. Am I crazy? Am I the only one here?
Well, to be fair, they do draft the ball between each play. I mean, the ref has a towel.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still.
I probably would also say because they definitely trust Josh Allen's throwing ability a little bit more than they do their running. So I
Fair.
can see why they want to do it. But then again, I do agree they should be running the ball more given,
Yeah,
crappy
Allen,
it is.
for his life there, throws off the back foot, tried to get Singletary over the head of Singletary, and that will bring up 4th down. Field goal time. Now,
you're
field goal
telling me
kicking in the rain. This is going to be fun.
when we watch the Seahawks, I feel like I feel like the Seahawks, if it's raining, they're just running the football, right? I don't know. There's just something
Yeah,
to
they're
I feel
it.
like
yeah.
they're just letting
They're trying
Russell
to,
cook.
do as much as they can. Yeah, and actually, they were trying to throw a little bit more than they really were running, which was like the surprising thing, if you want to ask me. But
I mean, maybe this is setting up for later in the game. Maybe this is like part of the game plan. We'll have to see. But I'm just saying it is kind of weird.
The kick is up, and that is going to be right down Main Street. So 48-yard kick is good if you have the Bills kicker on your fantasy
Bills Mafia!
team. That is +4 for you as we get 3-0 here in Orchard Park. Points on the board. We'll go to commercial break and be right back. And yeah. And I was going somewhere with that, and I
think we're off now, right?
Yep.
The other thing is, it's so funny watching all these football players like smack each other in the head in the helmets after they're celebrating. Because I don't know if anybody was watching the baseball game yesterday, but when Cody Bellinger hit basically like the game-winning home run, he like jumped up to one of his teammates. I don't know. I don't understand this celebration. It's like when you like hit each other's like arms, like you jump up and you like hit each other's arms, and he literally like dislocated his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like he literally popped it out of his socket.
And then he popped it.
Yeah, I don't understand what's so cool about that celebration to begin with. It's just kind of like you're just asking to get hurt. I feel like.
Better question is why that celebration out of all others? Like,
yeah, I would have just.
I see people who would do like the arm hook thing. You know what I mean? It's like they do arm hooks, they do helmet
chest bumps,
slap on the butt, that type of thing. I was gonna say something else because of Key and Peele.
But there's like also I like the one where they jump up and try to do like hit like with the backs, but then like you come down awkwardly and then you blow your ACL. That's a terrible one.
Yeah, or
that's definitely happened though. That definitely happened to someone.
I've seen that a couple times.
The worst one was in college this season when the guy got I don't know who it was. He like got a sack and then did like the monster thing and then like literally tore his ACL.
Oh yeah, well, 6 years ago.
I thought you said he was going to tear his pec. Oh dear, that's not good.
Well, I remember like 6 years ago, I think some Lions player, he came in and sacked Aaron Rodgers, and he was trying to celebrate by doing just a double check, and he jumped up, landed, and he tore his ACL.
It was on Thanksgiving, wasn't it, or something like that? I think it was on Thanksgiving.
It was like week 2 or 3 or something.
I remember that.
But it was absolutely. I mean, I felt bad because he was obviously in like serious pain, but I was like, that is absolutely hilarious.
That is not good.
That is not good. No.
All right, and we are back here with the score 3-0 in Orchard Park. Buffalo 4-1 atop the AFC East with New England under 500 for the first time since 2002. I'm not even sure I remember where I was in 2002. I was young.
Yeah, I was very young then too.
Oh man.
I wasn't even in. I'll give you some perspective. I wasn't even in elementary school during that time. So
well, there you go.
I was
12
young.
years. That was a long time ago. The kickoff here goes right out the back of the end zone, and we will get the touchback. So Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will start off from the 25. All right, so Casey's got to get something going here. At least the Bills on their second drive looked a lot better than they did on the first one. Fran, to your point, a bit more balance in the offense, a bit more running of the football there, and they're actually able to get some off. And they put some points on the board. So
yeah, that seems like Mitchell Schwartz though going to the locker room there at the tackle for the KC. That's actually going to be a pretty bad.
And Hilaire has running room, and they go right to the running game, and Hilaire is onto the 45. Woo! A 30-yard run here for Hilaire on first down.
That move on the linebacker or whoever it was.
On the safety.
Yeah.
On Poyer.
Good play, yeah.
Just
absolutely. He had a one-on-one with Poyer, and Poyer just absolutely whiffed on that run. He slipped, probably because of the rain, but then again,
probably because of the rain. I mean, this hole is enormous.
Yeah.
You could literally drive a bus through it.
Yeah, but look at how the play was set up. They were around with Tyreek Hill. Everybody was focusing on that. Left a huge opening to the right. He was able to take advantage of that and able to get a 30-yard run out of that.
Play action from Mahomes as he steps back. He's actually just going to check this down to Hilaire, and that will be an extra fantasy point for him, but he's only going to end up managing 5 yards on the catch.
1.5, right? 1.5 points.
As Mahomes was looking downfield. Arizona and Dallas, the official Monday Night Football game, coming up after this one. We don't have that one. We can only do this one for y'all. So, but we'll probably talk about our expectations there for the next one, especially given the injury to Dak Prescott and what that means going forward. We'll bring that one up at halftime as Mahomes being flanked by Hilaire. He's got 3 receivers down at the bottom on the right of your screen. And Mahomes looking that way. Will convert here, and we will get a first down, Kansas City. Pass there to Robinson for a quick 6 yards and a first.
Yeah, he was really trying to look for like the deep route going down the seam. I think from the slot there, he was looking to Hill. He was he was covered underneath by the safety. It left a really good opening for just DeMarcus Robinson, to just sit there in the zone. Nobody near him, able to just get an easy hitch, pick up and first down, Kansas City.
If he really was looking for something downfield, I feel like he didn't quite give it enough time to develop here. Might be going for Kelsey here over the middle, decides not to. Now going left, and that will convert Robinson again, actually, and that pass is going to be down at the 11-yard line. So Kansas City moving the football here on their second drive of the day.
Yeah, and so far I'm noticing, Josh Norman is kind of rotating sides, and each time on those plays, the last 2, he's kind of dropped way too down deep, covering his deep third of the field. Obviously, that's what his job is supposed to be since he's running cover 3, but he's giving way too much space for DeMarcus Robinson to keep himself open in the hook, and obviously that's an easy find for Patrick Mahomes, first down.
Kansas City now in the red zone. Watch for Kelsey now in the slot. He's right in the middle of that zone. And Mahomes does go for Kelsey. Yes! Touchdown! That's exactly what I needed. Woo, baby!
God.
Travis Kelsey with a touchdown over the middle. 11-yard completion. And Kansas City is on the board. Going for 1 here.
I mean, pretty much the big
Got
play
really
there
excited.
was the Clyde Edwards-Helaire run, and then everything other than that
sure.
was pretty much just dump downs and kind of 5 to 10 yard passes, just slowly moving the chains down the field. But overall, really good job from the KC offense right there, just being patient.
This
Give
looks way too easy.
They're
Do
going.
not tell me his knee is down.
Uh-oh.
No. Do not tell me his knee is down short on the 1-yard line.
It's down.
No, it's not. No, that shin is not. A shin equals a knee, but that is not down.
No, the ball was definitely short.
Ball has broken the plane.
Literally an inch.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This is not the angle. It's the other angle.
They needed to check it from the pylon cam, but
Yeah.
I think it was pretty close.
It's close.
You know what? Stands is called and move on.
I mean, they'll score anyway, so it doesn't.
Hey,
Really matter.
I need the points more. I need 50 points from him, and
You just got 4 from Mahomes.
I don't want 4. I want 10, dude. I want way more than that.
He's in. It's a touchdown.
I think it's so close. Yeah,
It's very close.
So
It's like
close.
if there's no definitive.
Yeah, it's just give it a
against it, it's
touchdown.
got to be a touchdown.
I would just give it a touchdown.
It's a touchdown. And actually, we've gone to commercial because they are reviewing the play.
Nice.
Answer that as soon as we... So chat had asked, who's your favorite MVP contender thus far? And we can answer that as soon as we come out of commercial, but we can talk about it now, or we can
Well, we'll
think
talk
about
to the YouTube people.
Yeah, think about it.
The
I
main
think I
man
know.
who plays for this team.
Yeah, it's going to be Russell for you.
Easily
Easily.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it was off this week, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was off this week, but so was Mr. Aaron Rodgers, who everybody else was talking about. And,
Well, Aaron Rodgers was off in a different way, but
yeah, he was off in a different way, and which made me happy and made probably Russell happy. So now Russell is sitting happily atop in the MVP race, and nobody else, in my opinion, is even close. So Russell Wilson for MVP. Let Russ cook.
Let Russ cook. He's never won it. He's never even got an MVP
He's
vote.
never gotten a vote. He's never gone.
Well, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for my pick here.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh no.
All right, Ryan
Oh,
Tannehill, MVP so
Oh,
far.
what?
Whoa.
Yep.
Blasphemy!
No, not blasphemy, dude. His team's 5-0. His QBR rating is fantastic. He's playing exactly how he needs to play for his team to win. He's putting up numbers, and he's also putting up a ton of points. The MVP does not necessarily always just have to be the full star of the show. Yes, I understand that you have to do like crazy things like Russell Wilson has to do, right? But at the end of the day, if you look at the stats, if you look at the nitty gritty, he's still getting his team across the line. I would say in the future, if they continue playing this way, he has a chance for the MVP.
He
has a chance.
But let's also not forget, he's not the focal point of their offense.
Correct.
The entire offense revolves around Derrick Henry, and it showed yesterday. He had 211 yards, including the game-winning touchdown and a 94-yard touchdown to boot. So if anybody of that team deserves an MVP, it's definitely Derrick Henry, in my opinion.
This is, in fact, a touchdown by Kelsey. They have confirmed it. They will now kick the extra point. We will answer Chet's question. Who's your MVP contender? Frank, go for it.
Oh, I got a quick question here from SportsWiv. Just got here. Who almost scored? SportsWiz at Travis. It was we started with a field goal from the Buffalo Bills, and then it was a pass from Mahomes to Kelsey for the score here. They were checking if his knee was down or not, but it was adjudged that that it was a touchdown. So. Yes, I got a little bit of flack for this one, but I actually think one of the leading MVP candidates right now, if you would say leading MVP candidates, so possibly put them in the conversation for it. I think you can start to put Ryan Tannehill into this conversation. It is someone that has gotten little to no respect his entire career, nothing at all, and he's been playing pretty much lights out this year. He hasn't done anything wrong. So, I mean, I don't know how you can necessarily fault the guy.
Well, I'll also, say from my pick, it's highly and undoubtedly the man, the myth, the legend, the chef, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, the chef.
And the thing about it is, it's not because of just bias, okay? Obviously, I'm a Seahawks fan, and I love Russell Wilson, undoubtedly. But it's also just the stats, okay? He's leading the NFL in completion percentage, passer rating. He is, I believe he's third in the league in yards per game. Coming into this week, he was third in the NFL in passing yards, and the one statistic, or at least two statistics that set him apart: passing touchdowns with 19.
Yeah.
And also wins 5-0.
5-0.
If that
well, Tannehill is also 5-0.
Tannehill's 5-0 and has one less
touchdowns?
pick.
Who's got 19 touchdowns though?
It's true. Tannehill does not have 19. He's got 13 touchdowns with one less pick.
Yeah. In 5 games. Russell Wilson in 5 games is still 19. The only player ever to have had more than him was Peyton Manning when he had 20 in 5 games in his record-setting year in 2013.
Wow. Josh Allen and the Bills picking back up here after the touchback. Third possession here for the game for the Bills as the handoff there to Singletary, getting really good yardage here on the ground. 9 yards on first down for Singletary. The ground game seemingly starting to work for both teams, actually.
Yeah, they're starting to do a really good job in terms of using the tight end for crackback blocks and setting in for these inside power plays. And I think that's really the formula that they need to be using with Devin Singletary. They need to be running the ball more, and they need to get him more involved, because when he gets going and he gets space in between the tackles, he can be very dangerous for this team.
Another run there by Singletary. We'll get about 4 on second down, but enough for the first. So move the chains for the Bills as we bring up a new set of downs. .2:14 here to go in the first quarter. Got off to a bit of a slow start as neither offense could really sort of figure out how to pass the ball, but they've seemingly adjusted to a bit of the inclement weather, and both offenses are charging downhill at this point. Singletary there on first down gets about a yard as the Kansas City defense wises up to the run game here for the Bills.
I actually thought he had a hold there to go somewhere else, and he cut back. And
yeah, Derek Nottie was able to make a really good play. He shed off the block of Mitch Morse, and instead of it being possibly another 5 to 10 yard gain, he ended up getting only 2 right there, and that was really because of Derek Nottie. So really good play right there.
KC bringing 6 actually, and Allen is going to get this one out quick. The catch will be to Diggs as Diggs just gets carried backwards by Breland, but forward progress will put him about 2 yards short. A little bit of a hug and a carry there.
Yeah, he was very fortunate that he didn't finish right there, or else that would have been an extra.
That would have been.
Yeah, that would have been
That
quite
would've-
the flag.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, the pickup and the takedown there, the
Yeah.
throwdown.
If he went all stone cold mode right there, that would have been like, that's not gonna happen right here, buddy.
Kansas City threatening to rush, but they're only actually gonna, 7 in the box there. But Allen will snake his way across the first down marker and pick it up. So first down right here at the 48-yard line. Nice little piece of running there by Josh Allen. Puts his head down and gets it done. Ooh, good. What a hit.
Yeah, I mean he's always been a pretty big boy and been pretty mobile himself. So always look for him to kind of be able to get his feet down. He's also extremely athletic
He's
for a
also
quarterback
really
as well.
strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's built.
I mean, he's really strong. He kind of reminds me of Cam Newton just because of his size and because of his ability to like run and not be afraid of taking people on.
The
So-
RPO here goes right to Allen, and he will give himself up after about 5 yards.
That will be the end of one after
Yeah,
that read option.
Oh, you're
play.
right. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Read option, run pass. Yeah.
I think it was a read option.
Did you
It
say
was a read
RPO or
I
you
did say
R-
RPO,
You
but
said
it was a
RPO.
read option. I got the first letter right.
Yeah, you got one of them right.
got
I was like,
one.
wait a sec,
Yeah.
I'm really struggling here. Oh crap. I will. Yes, it was the read option.
It is funny. Like the read option kind of feels like it's kind of going away. Like it. I mean,
I
if
think
any-
so
anybody
too,
else
right?
has
It had this phase because it was huge in
It was
college.
more of
when,
a
like,
college
Manziel
thing.
was running it, but then and then those quarterbacks came to the NFL, and then they were trying to like sort of.
Baltimore
adapt
still
the
does it all the
offenses.
time with Lamar.
Oh yeah, well, like besides Lamar, it's practically like everybody try to sit back, and if you're getting pressured, run when you have to, or just scramble when you have to.
Yeah, but like
But mainly just try to run.
I think the main reason for that is the people are just more athletic in the NFL. Like your quarterback and your running back in college is typically like always like they're your star player, so they're going to be more athletic than the defense like 95% of the time. So they can like actually make that first move and get past. But when now in the NFL, when you're like about to do the read option, that defender actually has the quickness to like stop and like catch you if you decide not to give him the ball.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just because we haven't really seen it that much. Like, at least I'll say for me, like with the Seahawks, they have Russell Wilson who has the ability to run with the read
You also don't
option.
want him
They
to
don't
get hurt,
seem to
though.
do it. Oh yeah, they don't want to
Right?
get him
Yeah.
hurt, but I mean, I guess it's just because they
Well-
realize like how much he's valuable in the passing game more than he is in the running game. They figured, okay, we're just gonna take out the read option and not use it anymore.
So there were a couple quarterbacks. I'm thinking now, as I'm thinking about this, right? Robert Griffin, who got destroyed, like trying to run. That
Well,
offense,
well.
I think.
I would
Also,
actually say
like
he
really
got
bad
dis-
position in Washington.
Oh, very.
Like
True,
really
but-
bad.
They were
Uh,
forcing him to be a pocket passer, basically, and that's the reason why he was basically out of the NFL and now a backup.
Yeah.
Instead of being a Hall of
His
Fame
his
talent.
career got screwed by like not himself. In my opinion.
There was Cam Newton, Carolina, who actually ran the offense decently successfully and like had Carolina in the playoffs for several years.
Yeah,
as
and
we-
got one MVP and then never played
Yeah.
well again.
Right, and then Russell Wilson was running some of it, but I do think, and then Manziel with the Browns, but like that just like did whatever.
Don't talk about Mental.
He was literally
like,
high.
Just like doesn't work. Like
I mean, he
It's
was
like it
But I
doesn't
do think
work anymore.
I mean, he
It
was.
is kind
He
of
went
a
to rehab
gimmicky
the next year.
thing.
So.
Yeah, it is kind of like a gimmicky offense. I think just the defensive coordinator, Scott, to your guys' point, you were talking over the during the commercial that this is kind of wised up to it.
Yeah, I mean, like they've kind of figured out a lot of schemes with it now. It's like it's always defensive end gets the running back, and then the linebacker has to contain on the quarterback. And so far, because people are running that scheme to counter the read option,
Yeah.
it's practically getting diminished for that reason. So, and they're doing a run right here.
Yeah, Zach Moss comes up just a yard short here, bring up 3rd and 1. And Big Jack 7-29 was saying, "Oh, how about them Chiefs?" Yeah, the Chiefs out ahead here, 7-3 in the second quarter. Both teams actually starting to pick up a little bit offensively, both being able to move the ball here and late. And then Josh Allen going to hand this one off to Moss. Kansas City defense going to come up with the stop. No, Moss is going to plow ahead forward, keep those legs churning. Man, that's the squat rack for you right there as we get first down and a yard.
That is weight room. That is weight room stuff right there. I'll say that. He had two men on his side, over his shoulders, and he was just able to pile drive them over for the first down. And kind of surprised that they're like having him as opposed to Devin Singletary. I guess for short yardage situation they need him in. So
maybe he's still in the game though, so maybe just giving Singletary a bit of a rest here as Allen comes back, fakes the pass, and Allen looking. Allen gonna launch right now. He's gonna go all the way with it. No, can't get it. Can't bring it in. Just overthrown there for Diggs. Allen, we've seen him just a little bit off, just a little too much mustard on the passes down the field.
Well, if there is anything that we are seeing, he probably is showing he has the bigger arm, but a little bit too big right here. He was split. That was actually not a really bad throw. I mean, he was getting pressured. He was trying to throw up inside of the pocket. Got it right in the hands of Diggs. Except unfortunately, Diggs was getting covered by Thornhill right there and wasn't able to come up with the catch. But that was a really good attempt.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad of a pass. Yeah, it was totally fine.
On the replay, as here we get Allen. He's got lead blockers in front of him. Allen discards the tackler, and he's going to get a first down and more. 12 yards for Josh Allen on the second down run there. Yeah, on the replay on that last one, actually, you're right. Like, you kind of put that one on the money.
That was that was a dime. I will definitely say.
Yeah, that was a really nice play.
Not that it's an easy one. Also, here's the rain, perhaps a little slippery on the uniform.
Yeah. And also, I will definitely say, too, this is where, like, I say he's definitely like Cam Newton, Josh Allen, because they do a lot of, these different quarterback power runs with, like, the running back leading forward and everybody just pressing up to the linebackers. And he's able to both, see the hole, run around, and even run through guys and pick up first downs like that.
Hands this one off to Moss again, and he will plow ahead for about 3 yards. 3 yards on first down. Trying to stay on schedule here.
Yeah, he's just very fortunate that he didn't get blown up in the backfield. Chris Jones actually came in and was able to penetrate pretty quickly and, was able to make it from like a tackle for a loss to about a 3-yard gain.
A couple highlights here from a couple previous games.
Against the Raiders.
The Raiders. Again, this looks like a similar formation to the one they ran Allen out of the backfield from earlier. And let's see, the handoff, and Allen will actually keep this one, and he's going to go down in the backfield. This will go down, technically a sack or not?
No, this was definitely a design run.
Yeah,
so
it's not a
2-yard
sack.
run. 2-yard tackle for a loss.
Tackle for loss. So no points for the KC defense on this one. Again, here, sort of the read option, right?
Yeah. They're bringing in the read option. Frank Clark is the unblocked man. His responsibility is to either take the running back or take contain on the quarterback. And he's able to do a really great job recovering, getting back on Josh Allen, and was not able to give him anything. In fact, lost back all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. So really great play by Frank Clark.
Yeah, if anything, really good play from Josh Allen, not even to hand the ball off because he was about to get blown up.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't fumble it. And this is either going to be a timeout or a delay of game as the play clock has hit the zeros. And it looks like Buffalo will Buffalo will get the timeout. First timeout for Buffalo here in the half as a quick 30-second or 60-second timeout. But we're not going anywhere. No commercials on this one. So we get to
nice.
Just like I was saying, getting rid of the read option right there, they bring it right back, and unfortunately, that's probably why they don't use it anymore because it didn't work.
Yeah, pretty easily read, actually.
Yeah, read the read option.
So yeah, there we see the replay. Allen did get the timeout just as the play clock was expiring. A field goal from here would be about a 45-yarder. We saw Bass hit a 48-yarder earlier, so definitely within range if they pick up absolutely nothing here on this play. Of course, Bills have their sights set on the end zone as they come up here with 3rd and 10. Snap to Allen. Ooh, almost got the Chiefs to jump there.
Yeah, the hard count being super effective with no fans.
Yep. And now they will switch up the formation. He's got 7 seconds on the play clock still. KC has to adjust. Let's see, in the slot, Cole Beasley, watch it and see if he gets picked up, and he does. Now Allen going for the end zone here with Diggs. A little bit of hand fighting, but the refs aren't going to call anything. Actually, they will. There is a flag. This might be pass interference against the Chiefs.
It's a late flag. They got grabbed right there, right arm, I believe. Yeah, he's trying to run a little inside-out type of move, and he's one-on-one with.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah, he gets grabbed right there on the arm.
You couldn't see it from the other angle, but I don't know.
No, it's the same thing as the last play. If you didn't call the other one, you can't call this one, in my
Allen
opinion.
takes a hit here from Jones.
Shot.
No, like what's different? What's different about this one than the other one? That when they picked up the flag.
The one in the end zone?
Correct.
Yeah,
What's
the one
different
in the end
between that? Because in the one where they picked it up, the guy did the same exact thing.
I got an answer. It's because he was doing a good acting job.
but I just don't
know.
really
I think
understand
the one
what was the difference, because like he also was holding the other guy's arm.
I didn't think there was that much grabbing on the one in the end zone, actually.
If
Allen
anything-
looking,
I think it
bootleg
was
right, and he will complete the pass, but that is actually going to be out of... Oh, they're going to call it a touchdown? Well, they're going to rule it a touchdown so they can review it. If this is
Let's see
actually a
the replay.
touchdown, this is incredible.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, let's see the replay on
This
this
has got to
one.
be way too. This is way too believable to be a touchdown.
No
Diggs
way.
goes left, and he cuts back outside.
Let's see here. He's running a little zig route onto the outside. He's actually
Oh
double
my.
jumping right here, and he's
Wait a
toward the
second.
sideline, and he had both feet dragged in.
No way.
Yeah, it's a touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
It's a touchdown.
gosh.
That's an
That
unbelievable
was a really
catch.
good play.
That is
Are
actually like
you
sickening of
kidding?
a catch. That's unbelievable. He caught
That was a
that.
slick catch, slick route, slick toe drag swag. I know Nate Burleson is going to be doing
Oh
that
my
tomorrow.
god.
That is awesome.
What?
I still will say last year's toe drag swag by Tyler Lockett when they were playing when the Seahawks were playing the Rams, that was better. But
That
this is a really good play.
Was an insane catch.
That is
But then
cool.
again, so this is the thing I don't fully understand all
That
the
just
time.
hit the
Why
top.
doesn't the corner or the DB just kick him? Or push him out? Why doesn't he just try to push him out? Like, he was right
Well,
next to him.
I guess it's just because they don't want to be called for
Is it-
legal
is it-
contact. or
is it
because
that?
they don't
Yeah.
want to call
Okay.
PI,
You can
That's fair.
definitely push them out. I think the quarterback was as stunned as we were, to be honest.
Yeah, he also
Like,
probably thought it. He
He
also
actually
honestly
got
probably
it.
thought that it was. Yeah.
what do I also have to do more? I
He's
have
probably like, there's no way in the world that you're actually going to catch this in bounds.
I mean, he actually threw it to one place where the corner can't even defend it. He threw it,
It was
out
a
of bounds.
perfect throw.
Yeah, he
No,
threw
I
it
yeah,
out
it
of
was a
bounds.
really good spot. I'll definitely give him that.
Also,
Like,
I
if I'm
still
the
think.
quarter, I'd be like so frustrated after.
Also,
that.
I think you should just make our cameras bigger on the Twitch.
Oh, we can do that. I just don't want to take up that much space.
Yeah, but then what's the point of watching us if you can't see us?
Okay, we're bigger now.
Right? Yeah, make it a little bigger.
Hopefully, it doesn't take up too much space from the live stream.
Yeah, we're fine.
Oh shoot! I need coffee now.
Yeah, I've got my coffee going. I gotta stop drinking at halftime though.
Yeah, because like, what time is it right now? It's almost 3 o'clock. Yeah, I gotta stop at some point.
Yeah.
Commentating just takes a lot of air. That's why
Yeah.
that's why you yawn.
I guess it's also because like I'm
It
trying
is.
not to put on my sound because I have my headphones in, but I could easily put on the sound, but I also don't want to have it take away my attention toward
Yeah.
commentating everything.
No, so for those in chat, we used to have the sound, like at least when I first started, we used to have the sound on, and it would like sort of help us stay within the game. But after a while, like we got rid of it. So I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just an odd sort of. Now we like none of the NBA stuff that we did had any of the sound, which is
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
odd when you're trying to listen what the ref is saying. You're just like, what was the call?
My stream always had sound, but
Well, here's my question. I mean, I barely can see the stream sometimes. Do we have the sound on for the people that are watching on the
Actually, I can. Yeah, so I should turn the game sound on.
Yeah, because
wasn't.
I would have thought that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you should
sorry.
totally turn the game sound on.
Yes, I screwed that up. Because usually I have the desktop audio is muted, but it is now on. As we are back. Yep, we are back after this unbelievable, sensational catch by Diggs. Like, this thing doesn't Lockett have another toe drag this season already from
No.
game 2?
He had one from last year. He didn't
year.
have one this year at all. But I was trying to compare it last year's to this year's game. And
That is exceptional. I mean, the body control by Diggs there to haul that thing in bounds, the pinpoint accuracy by Allen, in the rain, no less. I mean, damn.
Yeah, I will say that. I mean, with the rain, it was an impressive catch. But you could also argue that it wasn't like he was using his hands. He was using his stomach more so. So
Yeah, well, whatever you got to do, man. To make it happen. All right, Mahomes back here in business now, down 3 points. In motion is Kaiser, switching sides, and actually it's going to be Hill in motion. Switching sides of the formation and drop the ball, fumble! Ball is on the ground, and Mahomes actually manages to just fall in it. And Kansas City will stay on with a loss of 2. Little problem here with the quarterback-center exchange. Wet football. Dangerous.
Yeah, really lucky nobody got under that one.
very lucky. And I definitely will have to say that this is Mahomes' fault on this part. I mean, the rain is kind of probably playing a part in this, but the center did not do a bad snap. It was right in his hands, and he just flat dropped it because, I said, the rain kind of
he flat out just dropped it.
Mahomes now back in the pocket to pass, completes out to DeMarcus Robinson. And that is good for about 6. Mahomes 52 yards and a touchdown so far. About 4. 3rd and 6 coming up in here. See the towels that they're actually drying the footballs with.
Patrick Mafumbles. Interesting.
No.
No, we're not going to say that, and I don't want him to be like that, because I need 50 points from him.
Yeah, you need...
Where are you at right now? Like 6?
I don't know. Let me check. I mean, he's got I think, let's see. He's got at least 10.
Trying to set up the screen pass, and they do have a lane as Kansas City will convert the first down and more there. That goes to Darrell Williams for about 15. 1st and 10 coming back up here.
That was a really good play call.
Yeah.
Really good play call. They had a little screen set up in the right side. They had him go right in between, inside of the tackle right here. They had a one-on-one with Mario Addison, 97, and he was able to read his blockers, stay in, and pick up the first down right here. That was a really good play call and really good execution by the Chiefs.
Great patience to cut back inside and wait for the linebacker to sort of go out, so he had the lane there in the middle. Now here, Mahomes is just going to pull this down and start running with it. He's going to, duck in. Watch out. 2 raging Buffalo Bills come right at him and collide there, as that is about 5 yards on first down.
I wasn't really sure what was going on in that play.
That was
that
that
he had
play?
Kelsey on the left, and then he switched Kelsey to the right, and then they looked confused and...
Yeah, it almost looked like that they were doing a little QB
draw kind
QB
of
draw kind of play. I wasn't really sure, but I saw the tackles go upfield and everybody pressed into the linebackers, and I see him take off. I'm like, okay, this is either a mix-up and run, or he was supposed to be carrying the ball. But he was very fortunate to be able to get some yards and not get his head taken off.
Yeah, no mix-up there as Hilaire charges ahead for the first down. Did you guys notice how Andy Reid's shield is connected by a, screw to his hat?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, literally screwed into the hat.
Oh, that's actually hilarious.
I saw that. It's super hilarious, yeah.
Of course.
I saw a couple of guys. I think Matt
Oh, yeah,
Rule,
it is.
He was, it is screwed in. I saw Matt Rule. He had the same exact visor too, but his is kind of cool because I think it's connected right onto his head as opposed to on a hat or anything like that. So
Tyreek Hill is gonna gingerly walk off the field here after picking up about 6. Looked like maybe with his foot here. They're talking about Le'Veon Bell, who we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. We weren't quite sure if he would actually get any playing time today, but was signed on to the squad here earlier this week. And Mahomes now from the 41. Oh, that is a new graphic. 6 plays, 34 yards in 4 minutes. Not bad. Hilaire with the handoff there. Hilaire's going to take this one up, first down and more, right down to the 29. Nice piece of running there by Hilaire for about 12.
Yeah, Clyde really getting his touches here. You can basically when the Bills are playing off this much, it does open up more running lanes for the offense here, and they're definitely taking advantage of it.
Kansas City offense looks like it's a bit in rhythm, aside from 2 little mishaps there. Fumble that was recovered by Mahomes, and now again here we have Hilaire and Kelsey flanking Mahomes. So again, a similar look to the play that we were a bit confused on, and this one's just going to go to Hilaire. Kelsey with a lead block, beautiful block by Kelsey. It just brings Hilaire free for 15, and Hilaire is just churning through yards at this point.
Yeah, that's a huge block right there to basically give him the first down. If Kelsey doesn't land that block, that's only a 5-yard play. That gives him another 10 yards and just moving the chains. I mean, pretty much the way how they scored last time was just running it through Hilaire, and same thing here.
Yeah, I was like saying the same thing. They've been doing a lot of inside zone type plays, and right there, Kelsey was really able to give like a really impressive block. And like what Fran said, if it was not that for that block, I don't think that play would have gone as far as it did.
And Hilaire here for another 5. A steady dose of Hilaire as he goes off the field. And second down and 5 coming up. In the red zone now. Kelsey using his lineman's towel to wipe his gloves off there. Getting ready for maybe another touchdown pass. Yes, I think so.
I will definitely hope so, and I definitely
That
need
is
those
funny.
6 points right here.
And this is really where the Bills' defense needs to step up. They can't allow these to turn into touchdowns. They need to be able to get stops and stop them, just get field goals. I know it sounds silly, but that's exactly what they need if they want to win the game.
That pass complete to Hill. I think he's going to be just a yard short. Yes, he is. Just a yard short here by Hill.
Yeah, they're going to line it up just 1 yard short, and Tre'Davious White was able to make the tackle after playing press up onto Travis Kelsey, and I really want to see more out of Tre'Davious White because he's been struggling this year. Currently, he is ranked at a grade of 62 according to Pro Football Focus. He has not played up to his All-Pro level from last year, and he definitely needs to step it up in this game and next game for this year.
Touchdown, Hilaire. But we have a flag down, and I don't know which way this is going. Holding against the Kansas City offense.
I was going
All
to say,
right, so
there were too many bodies that fell down there for it to not be holding. But really disappointing because I needed a layer to score.
well, they're going to get another shot. Ooh, yeah, this is
Obvious holding right here. He didn't even just hold it. He tackled.
He tackled.
Yeah, he's going down. That looks like that's what I looked like back in physical phys ed when you try to do those forward tumbles. It's kind of like how I usually ended up on the floor there.
Yeah, that is not how you block.
3rd and 11. Watch Kelsey down here on the left side of your screen. He's going down the seam, and yes, Mahomes looking for Kelsey. Oh, that's it again! Kelsey in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Travis Kelsey of the Kansas City Chiefs. I just want to say I've called it twice. I've called the play twice.
Beautiful play in the back of the end zone right there, just literally right there. Easy money for him.
1-2 touchdown.
Yeah, they were running cover 2 too, and they were having Travis Kelsey they were having Tre'Davious White play underneath and Jordan Poyer over the top right here, as you can see, and he's running the corner route. They're all having their head facing toward the backfield. Took their attention completely away from Kelsey. Kelsey was able to run free, easy pitch and catch touchdown. Beautiful execution right there.
It feels like right at
White.
right at the snap though, it seems like all the Bills players are just kind of pointing at each other, and none of them knew what they were supposed to do.
I mean, you had just mentioned White and some of the struggles he's been having this year, and he gets picked on his Butker, misses! Oops!
Oh my god. This could not get worse for me.
Hey,
Butker's
no effect for me.
point. The extra point by Butker is no good, 13-10. here at Orchard Park here in the second. We'll have a quick commercial break and be right back. 4:56 to go. Yikes on the extra point.
No,
Yikes.
he's gonna catch up.
He's going to catch
Oh
up.
my god,
Who's
this
who's
is.
gonna catch up?
So on this other fantasy team that I have in this league, I'm up by 13 points right now, but he has Josh Allen,
Oh,
and I have the Bills defense at Butker.
and you got Butker. Oh no.
So it's basically just like
So you're depending on the Bills to not be letting up points, and also you're depending on obviously Josh Allen to not get anything.
yeah.
So that's kind of like a
Yeah,
So
it's brutal.
That's probably why you're picking the Bills, right?
I don't really I just don't need it's 13 points. Josh
Oh,
Allen's
wait,
totally
oh,
gonna
wait.
pick up 13
I
points.
forgot. No, you need the Bills to play well, and you need Josh Allen to still suck. So
Yeah, I just
Oh, no,
need them to run the football in.
Yeah, that
Basically,
yeah, basically.
I just
They
need him to
run.
not throw the touchdowns. Is really all that it is.
Yeah, and unfortunately they gave up 2, so you're probably down to like what 4 points with the Bills defense right now.
Yeah, on the Bills defense, I'm at 4 points. Yep, exactly.
Oh wow, I had it down pat. That was a good guess.
Yeah, that was perfect. Wow, I didn't know how you guess defenses like
Well,
that.
if I remember, I think it was what each time they give up like a touchdown, they lose what like 3 points.
No, I thought it was only 1 or
Is
2.
it? No, they lose like 2 or 3 points or something like that.
Huh.
I forget how the scoring works, but like I do know that outside of the point part, it's always a point for a sack and
Yeah.
2
yeah.
points for an interception at least. Yeah.
And
they
then in
always-
some leagues, it depends if your commissioner has it, if it counts for like a pick six.
What would a pick six be? Would it be like
A-
2 points and then 6?
Yeah, it like I don't know if it's 6, but I
Yes.
know it adds on. But like in our league, the dude turned it off.
Oh, really?
I'm
You
just
don't-
like,
but,
why?
Hey, you get the interception and
So
the
you get
touchdown. It
the
should be
interception
8.
and then the touchdown.
No,
exactly,
it's just
yeah.
a pick.
What?
Yeah,
How do you
it's-
not get the run back?
It's
so
dumb.
stupid.
Yeah, it's so
no,
dumb.
that's not right.
It's so dumb. I told him yesterday. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Wait, is that the chaos one?
No,
Oh.
it's a different one.
That's the
Oh,
dumbest
wow.
rule- That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
All right. Back here. And with 4:56 to go, KC to kick this off after the Travis Kelce touchdown there, which I am just reaping the benefits of at this point. I just gotta
Anger.
get by this week, guys. I gotta get by this week with my stars on the bench on the bye week.
Yeah, and I need to have my team look a little bit more respectable because right now they're getting shellacked. Even with the 2 touchdowns, I am losing by 91 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and I actually had my first loss of the season last week. You want to know how? Off that gratuitous touchdown pass from Ryan Tannehill
Oh yeah.
at the end of the Tennessee game where they were running up the score. Completely disrespectful, by the way. As the
Yeah,
handoff here is to Singletary, and he's going to get 3 yards.
I didn't know Josh Allen actually, Josh Rosen actually even played more than 16 games as a football player in the NFL.
Did he?
Yeah, it said he was like
Oh
3
yeah,
and
yeah, I forgot.
It said he
Yeah,
was
he
like
played,
3 and
like-
13.
Yeah, he played 3 games with the Dolphins last year. Then he played
Really?
13 straight for the Cardinals.
Before Murray came in.
Yeah, before Murray came in, and obviously he's I think on the practice squad now with the Bucks.
Here in motion, and the pass going to be complete, but only going to go for about 2 yards. So not much going there. That was McKenzie in motion, and the pass, I believe, to Diggs.
Yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
Josh Allen has about 25 points and a touchdown, so he's got 5 points for against you, Fran. So he isn't really getting. Now he's been throwing the ball deep. They just haven't been quite connecting.
I mean,
Passes have been there.
as long as it's pass interference, it doesn't get him points, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, bunch formation down to the right side of your screen, and now they will spread this out a little bit. Got Beasley there in the slot. Diggs to the outside, 1-on-1. 3rd and 5. Play clock ticking down. 3, 2, Allen. Allen looking forward. Now he's going to run for it himself, and he will get the first down. But there will be a flag, and Kansas City defender tried to punch the ball out there. This might be a hold going against the Bills.
I think it's a hold.
I believe it's a hold too. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were-
back near the beginning of the play.
Yeah, by the line of scrimmage, I saw one of the guys calling for a flag.
Actually, it's going to be defense.
Oh,
Oh, it's a hands to the face defense.
Wow, okay.
interesting.
And so that will just give the Buffalo Bills a brand new set of downs. Oh, yes, right off the line of scrimmage here. It was in the direction that Allen was going, which is why maybe we thought.
Yeah,
Allen-
he was trying to do
Oh.
a simple press, and he was trying to obviously get him off of the line right there when he was trying to run his route, and obviously he got his hands in the wrong place and just hit him right up against the face mask.
Yo, check out the guy just chilling there with the Gatorade bottle.
This is like what's going on?
Just watching the whole thing go down. Across the formation there is Brown. Allen drops back to pass. Allen's just going to throw this one away. He had nowhere to go with it, and Kansas City was all over him. 2nd and 10 coming up, and Kansas City is wanting an intentional grounding, but I don't think they're going to get it.
He had nowhere to go with that, but he had I don't know who it was at the bottom of the screen was wide open.
So is Diggs his eligible receiver there? No. Wait a second. He's trying to say he's going to throw it to his tight end Croft, but he's way off.
No, he was. Well, the nearest receiver was actually Devin Singletary.
It was Singletary.
So that
Yeah.
was Singletary.
Yeah, Singletary was underneath.
I don't think it was
he
grounding.
by.
Oh,
Yeah, it was close.
Singletary here gets clogged up in the backfield and will go down for a loss of 2. I actually thought he might have had an opportunity there if he bounced it right, and isn't able to.
Yeah, he had a really big opening on the right side. I'm surprised that he didn't try to take that lane, but unfortunately he looked left and that completely was blown up. So
as the Kansas City defense has started to really lock things down here, trying to get an extra possession before the halftime. They have all 3 of their timeouts, and they will have the 2-minute warning if they can stop the Buffalo Bills here on 3rd and 11.
and a chance to give Patrick Mahomes 6 more points on fantasy.
And Travis Kelce, actually. Travis Kelce.
But nobody cares about Kelsey.
Allen from the shotgun, looking, surveying, pass across. Oh, Diggs almost hauled it in. And the flags, the laundry is on the field.
Yeah, I
Wow,
think
this
that's going
might
to be
have
a
been-
pass interference from
It's
his
gonna
back.
be.
Yeah, they're pulling him from behind.
If he had actually come up with this catch, it might have been more impressive than the one on the side in the end zone there. Full extension there, just through the hands.
Yeah, there was a lot of hand fighting.
Yeah,
He was getting grabbed at the line. He was getting tugged, and that is definitely illegal contact, if not pass interference.
Woo!
Would have been. That was close to being.
He should have
crazy-
caught that,
He
honestly.
should have caught that, but I mean, you can't fault him because of the rain,
No,
like I
yeah.
said. But it's like, yeah, that is. He's trying to go back out, go back in, and Breland's just trying to like tug him all over the place, but still almost let up the catch.
It's that
So-
hand that he
so,
puts on his stomach right there. You just can't do that at the end.
So I'm curious here, like the KC the defenders, the corner, they're playing really tight man-to-man here. Are you like, as a defensive coach, are you okay with those penalties because of how like you're playing this, or are you just like not even?
Well, you're fine with them, like putting their hands on them and trying to obviously make sure they don't get anywhere, but having to grab them
Yeah.
way beyond where you know it's 5 yards downfield.
Yeah.
That's the part where you as a defensive coordinator are just like, okay, you can't be doing that.
And we have hit the 2-minute warning here. We'll take a quick commercial break and then come back to the resulting Buffalo drive. Stay with us right here on Relive. All right. Quick break for the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much if you're if you're Josh Allen and the Bills right now, you just don't want Mahomes to get back on the field.
You don't want to put
No,
Mahomes
you
back
don't
on
wanna
the
put him
field.
Back on the field now.
Mhm. You gotta run this clock out, like even if you don't score, like it doesn't matter.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And actually, if you're Kansas City, I might consider taking
And take the timeouts on the other end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like successfully get a tackle for a loss or something like that, and can put.
Oh,
them
Nate,
behind.
you'll love this one.
Actually, I've already learned you shouldn't do that because I've done that at least like even in Madden. You're gonna go and like if they get a big play, your timeouts was just like more helpful to them than it is.
Oh, I see.
But what were you gonna say, friend?
I said you're gonna love. Somebody said it's like, oh, Mahomes fumbles the football, but it was raining in Seattle and Wilson didn't. Somebody
Oh,
said that in
yeah,
like, and this is just in the Prime Video chat. There's so many trolls, it's unbelievable. It's like the
That
funniest
is-
thing ever.
Wait, are you talking about in? I gotta see that. I
Yeah,
didn't
like
see
it's on the Prime Video where you're like watching it, and I just have the
Yeah.
chat still up, and I like read it, and it's absurd.
That is hilarious. Oh yeah, I see it right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff. I mean, some of them are absolutely hilarious.
Hold on, I'm trying to check this out a little bit more. Seeing somebody say 4 out of 8, all that stuff. Bro, I have Prime Video. Why should I get ads?
Because they're on ads just like we are.
Yeah,
It's all
like
the same.
everybody should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're actually coming back here in a second. So.
It's starting to go to the third commercial.
Yep. Yeah, right. And we're back.
And we're back.
And we are back, coming out of the 2-minute warning here. We were sort of debating over the commercial break whether you actually start taking your timeouts if you're Kansas City. Nate, you were saying you might not want to.
You don't want to, no, because you're giving a little bit more help to your opposing team as opposed to yourself. Because even if you get like a sack or a TFL, you call timeout. That's going to give them more time to say, okay, let's try to take a shot play, and if they make it, it just completely backfires on you. Trust me, it happened to me so many times in Madden. It pissed me off, and I just like say, just don't do it. If you are on defense, do not call timeout. Let it run.
Second and 3. Handoff is a Singleton. Oh my goodness, it's a massive tackle for loss in the backfield. Now do you take them?
Yeah, this is a.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Oh man.
Or they won't, actually. The clock looks like it was still ticking. What a play here by Kansas City, by Breland. Just blows this play apart.
Well, you also got to give a little bit more credit to Chris Jones. He's the one who was able to blow it up at first, and then he comes in and starts like making that tackle for loss. Very fortunate he didn't call for a tug in the jersey, but still, that was a great play.
3rd and 9 here. Kansas City did not take a timeout. They probably will to say Allen is going to back to pass. That pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage, and Allen lands on his back. And so they will get a free timeout as a result of the incomplete pass. Kansas City going to have 1 minute and 14 seconds plus 3 timeouts to see what Mahomes can do here.
Yeah, and we were talking about this. We were talking about this at the break. Literally, the one thing if you were the Bills that you don't want to do is actually allow Patrick Mahomes back on the field. Like the best thing that you could even had done here is just literally 0-0, like no points. You don't even get points, and Mahomes doesn't even get points, and you just go straight into the locker room. That would have been the best thing. Here, there's a possibility of this. Now, I'm not going to say the game gets out of hand, but if they put up another touchdown in the minute and 14 seconds, this is a whole different conversation at halftime.
Wow, Frank Clark there with the mitts to deflect the pass. Fair catch is caught at about the 10-yard line here.
I thought they were.
I
thought he hit. I thought it was the other way around. I thought the Chiefs player. Yeah, my bad.
20 was like almost about to go and blow up that play.
Yeah,
he almost screwed it up.
I was like, wow, you were about to get that penalty called. It was a great punt and everything, and you just had to mess it up.
It's like you try to make your own teammate fumble the ball. Come on, man.
And the refs are going to blow this dead for a second as Mahomes has 1 minute and 5 seconds, but all 3 of his timeouts to work with. So the whole playbook is open for the Chiefs at the time being, although I think they're going to have to start throwing this down the yard. Let's see if Mahomes just takes a shot right off of first down.
Yeah, typically you'll see some coaches just run a play, like literally a running play, but I don't think
I don't see why they would not try to push it downfield.
Yeah, you gotta go.
In fact, hey, Russell Wilson 2 weeks ago against Miami, he did it in 24 seconds. He got
against Miami.
Yeah,
and there is the run. 24 seconds.
True. And
there is the run by Elaire. The clock will continue to wind as he went out of bounds going backwards, but it is enough for a first down.
Yeah, his forward progress was stopped, and he got enough of the first down, even though he got pushed back.
I still don't really understand.
Really
I even
burning.
called it, but I don't even really understand why offensive coordinators do that.
Just ticking here. Mahomes gets out of the pocket. No, he will go down in the pocket, and I think you're just going to let this tick off at this point. Take this one into the locker room. 13-10.
Why?
Mahomes is going to call time. Wow, they let 10 seconds burn off the clock here without doing anything.
I don't understand.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
What?
It's like they let so much time run off the clock right there. I mean,
What?
they had about like a minute and 5 seconds, and they let 40 seconds go off the clock in about 2 or 3 plays right now. They had 3 timeouts. I think, honestly, this was really bad execution right here.
Yeah.
This is like, where it should have probably been like a touchdown drive. Instead, it ends up being probably nothing at this point unless they go downfield.
I'm so confused because they've got to be completely on different pages because they literally did a running play, didn't call a timeout, then they get sacked, wait 15 seconds, and then call a time. So are they trying to score? Are they not trying to score?
Yeah, the running play ended at 50. Then they burned 10 trying to reset the ball, and then they burned another 10 after they got sacked. And so now you're down at 30.
At this point, just go to the halftime.
I mean, now they're 17-yard line. So, I mean, it's kind of like.
And it could be an interception. Oh, just misses it. That would have been a disaster.
Oh my lord!
Oh my!
Oh, dude, that should have been a catch. That was
been a pick.
completely inexcusable. It should have been a pick, but it also should have been.
And this is probably why you just go to the locker room at this point.
That's what I said. Just take it into the locker room.
It's very frustrating because they were in a very good position to actually put more points on the board. And it wasn't. It was just like a complete blunder from. You can blame the coach, you can blame Mahomes, you can blame whoever you want, but just not everybody was on the same page at the end of the day.
23 seconds. I'm curious if Buffalo is going to stop the clock here as Mahomes is just backpedaling. Oh, he will complete the catch here. Robertson goes out of bounds. That will stop the clock. The deflected pass is completed to Robinson. Wow, a little bit lucky there. The 32, they only have 16 seconds left. Now remember, Mahomes said he could throw it 83 yards. So,
well, if you're the Chiefs, you're probably looking at this point to get just a field goal. I mean,
yeah.
They got 2 timeouts. They got plenty of time. Now they got the first down. There's now an opportunity where they could at least.
They're on the 32. Field goal's gonna get like 30 yards.
But all the Bills have to do is just play a prevent defense. Just keep everything in front of you for 20 yards, and you should be fine.
Timeout's being called by Buffalo right here.
They're at the 32. 56. They need like 30
they need at
yards
least
to
30
even
or
get
40 yards.
Yeah, they need to get like 2 15-yard plays out of bounds to be able to get a field goal.
Math is super hard. Apparently, so is clock management. But anyway.
You know who doesn't have?
Wilson, it would have been perfect.
You know who's very good at clock management is Vrabel. He's the goat. The goat at clock management.
I saw that tweet you sent earlier.
Yeah, it's genius. It's genius.
Yeah, don't go for the spike. Go for the touchdown.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. 16 seconds. 1st and 10. Mahomes back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. This is going to be a short one. Will be complete to Kelsey, who just needs to get himself out of bounds. Actually fumbles the football! Kelsey!
Oh, my gosh.
You got to be kidding me, right? Wow.
Hold on
I'm
here.
speechless.
Hold on
I'm
here.
speechless.
Hold on.
You know what? The football didn't even have the fortune of going out of bounds.
Hold on here. So
this
is
recovery in bounds.
This is recovery in bounds. Beautiful strip. Fantastic strip from the linebacker there. The Bills 100% have possession of the ball because his knee does come down. Norman's 100% on it. And I think if Josh Allen can maybe get a 10 to 15-yard pass here, why not kick the field goal? You got 1 timeout left.
You have 6 seconds, though.
It doesn't matter. All you need is 5 seconds for one play. And then you can call the timeout. You got 1 second to kick the field goal.
Wow. They should have just taken it into the locker room, like we said.
I mean, they only need 15 yards. They literally look at the bottom of the screen right now. Diggs, nobody's on Diggs. Just throw him the ball. He's 15. He's only got to go 15 yards.
And he's got to step out of bounds. He's watching the clock. You can see Diggs was watching the clock on the scoreboard at the end of the stadium there, and they will set up the field goal here. Fran had to play the entire way.
Thank you. Well, yeah. What is Casey doing? What are you just going to let him walk and take the field goal? What's going on?
Yeah, it's not like it's going to go by like 6 seconds. Like 15 yards is like doable in like 3 or 4 seconds right here. That's exactly what just happened right here. Now they got an opportunity
What?
to tie the game. Yeah, and
This
Travis
is a
Kelce is
stud.
not
I am
happy with
stunned.
himself right
This
now.
is like
This is a 52-yard field goal for Bass. The kick is up and it's wide right. It is it's wide right. It was wrong, sort of right off the tee.
Yeah.
But, wow, the Kansas City Chiefs just dodged a bullet. Well, they dodged a field goal there. But, damn, what a mess there at the end by Kansas City.
Yeah, I've never
Totally
seen
scuffed.
KC.
I don't know who I'm more upset with. I don't know if I'm more upset with Kansas City or if I'm more mad at that missed field goal. In my opinion.
I mean, it was 52 yards in the rain.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like if you give it an opportunity like that, like a freebie, you got to take it. You know, like you can't.
We'll be
you can't
right
miss
back
that.
after this commercial break for the halftime show. Stick around.
I've never seen. That was so weird.
What
That
is
was
going
so
on? Hold on.
That was so weird.
I was
They
so
literally
mad.
let a man catch the ball for free and run 20 yards.
Like, dude,
Who in the?
you're not gonna be on the guy?
I thought it was a joke when it's like we're 5 seconds behind, so I thought it was a joke when Ritz was like, "Yeah, they actually threw him the ball." I was like, "No way, someone's eventually gonna run up on him," and then it's just wide open. Like
Yeah,
nobody
I know.
played defense. Like what do you mean?
It's like now they're gonna go get points, like because it's that easy. Because KC fricked up, basically.
That was so weird. I've never seen KC so out of sorts in my entire life. Well,
Dude.
before.
Yeah.
I've honestly also
Mahomes,
never seen a fumble come back that easily in my entire life.
Yeah,
Like,
he just, dude,
I
he
don't even
stripped
think
that
the
real
team-
easy.
I don't
Real
even-
easy.
I don't even think he was really trying. Like, yeah, he
No.
did the ball, but like he was being so lazy. He's like, oh, I just got it right here, and then he's like, oops. no, I don't.
Yeah, it looked honestly, it looked like he was trying to tackle him more than he actually was even trying to strip the ball.
Yeah, honestly. Honestly,
Wow,
man, it's,
what a wild first half or end to the
Wild
first half.
that was
And
frustrating.
at least for us, it's like it's still a close game, which is sick, which is awesome. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, and also like a good thing for us too is that like my pick is still standing and Casey's still winning.
Hey,
Yeah.
my pick is still in it. You know?
It's more fun to call the games when they're close like that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, last week was probably the most exciting, but
I think
we're
we're
very
gonna come out
fortunate
of
that it's
commercial
not,
here in
that
just
it's
a second.
not a blowout. So. Ooh,
All right, we're gonna get to our topics discussion, and we're gonna
Oh, this is
mess
the-
around with the topics here. Should come out here in just 10 seconds. Would be my guess.
Still got about 2 or 3 more commercials.
Well, I usually figured that the stream is about 30 seconds behind, so
Mahomes is now the fastest player to 90 touchdown passes.
wow.
That's pretty impressive.
I think even if I switch, oh, that one. All right, we're back. We are back from our little commercial break. It is the halftime. We will move these up here. Kansas City leading the Buffalo Bills 13-10, and we have a bit to talk about how that sequence ended. Fred, you had some thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that was hands down one of the worst blunders in coaching and football I've seen in a really long time. Especially with the Kansas City Chiefs, but also with Andy Reid, which is known to be like a team that knows how to clock manage, especially with Patrick Mahomes. Everybody's always on the same page. But that terrible coordination actually led in over also to the defensive end after Kelce fumbled the ball, where they literally let Stephon Diggs get a 20-yard catch and run for 5 seconds to actually run them into field goal range. Which, granted, at the end they didn't hit the field goal, but you have to be thinking, like, where is this miscommunication? Where is this breakdown happening in the coach? Like, I've just never seen something like that in a very long time in football. It was, to be honest with you, it felt like I was watching college football.
Yeah, I mean, I'll also second that too. That was like probably one of the more poor execution of the 2-minute offense
2-minute
with
drive.
3 timeouts, mind you. I mean, it was like what? It was a minute and 5 seconds left. They had 3 timeouts.
Yep.
They had plenty of time to go down and possibly score a touchdown. Except unfortunately, Andy Reid's blunders with time management and having to go down the field in critical situations seemed to kind of catch up with him. And I mean, that should have been, in my opinion, at least 3 points on that drive. 3 timeouts in a minute and 5 seconds is a doable points guaranteed drive. And they were not able to go with it, do a run play first, and ends up running the clock, no timeout. Then they get sacked. Then they call a timeout after 10 seconds after the play goes down. Then they get a big play, then a fumble. They're just very fortunate now that they Bills didn't capitalize, get 3 points, but I'm just gonna say it as that was terrible execution. It should have been done a lot better by the end of the Chiefs.
Indeed, you got Allaire there with 94 yards in the first quarter. Travis Kelce has both of the Kansas City touchdowns. They did end up missing an extra point, which is why the score is 13-10. And that is where we sit. I think we're going to cut to commercial for the broadcast, and we'll be right back to discuss some of the games that happened yesterday and some of the games that will happen later tonight. We'll be right back here. We actually fit it in the segment.
Yeah, we did. I that time when I was talking, I was like, I gotta give enough to talk. I gotta shut up right away.
We actually fit it right there in the segment.
One in. That was
that was perfect. Yeah.
There you go.
Even though it probably went a little bit too long, but then again, I wanted to get a great point of emphasis on how much that was.
Oh, but this is a quick one. We're coming back.
Wow.
We're coming back. Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, so that was a quick one. We're coming back. All right, so I had one of the topics we didn't get to at the top. I call it the Battle of the Bays, Tampa Bay and Green Bay. Brady and Rodgers facing off in an NFC showdown. Actually, only the third time these quarterbacks have actually faced each other. But it started really well for Rodgers and ended really well for Brady. So you know that internet meme of how it started, how it's going? It was like, you could have done really good for Aaron. And then the Green Bay Packers were up 10-0. Aaron Rodgers throws a pick six, and then he throws another pick on the next possession. And it looked like he saw ghosts. This game completely flipped. I have never seen something like it. The Green Bay Packers just lost all composure. Yeah, incredible.
Nate, you can take it first.
Well, I'm just gonna say I was very impressed by the defense. I mean, coming into that game, everybody
for Tampa.
For Tampa. For Tampa, I was very impressed by their defense. More so in the secondary, because there was a lot of stuff that was going on with their front seven, but not as much with their secondary. But they definitely came through. They completely flustered Rodgers. He was completing under 50% of his passes. He threw 2 picks, like you mentioned, Ritz, and it's just made life completely miserable for Aaron Rodgers, and ended up being from a 10-point game, 10-point lead for the Packers. So all of a sudden they gave up 38 unanswered points. I thought it was a very impressive win, and it's something that I just don't see from the Packers or from Aaron Rodgers very often.
Yeah, so one of the main things here is actually a pretty big takeaway for the season in general and for Tampa Bay. The biggest thing for me is that game basically solidified Tampa as one of the top 3 defenses in the league alongside the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore Ravens still questionable in the cornerback and the safety. Same thing with the Steelers, but also the Seahawks defense is up there as well. So you basically have solidified the top 4, top 5 NFL defenses. Now, what we learned from there, Tom Brady does not need to play like an Aaron Rodgers to always win. He just needs to manage the game. His team is literally good enough to win him a Super Bowl, and he just needs to manage the game. That's that's basically what I took away from the game yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I took. That defense, that team is good enough to win a Super Bowl if they play like that and if they play well. They are capable of getting Tom Brady there. And look, everybody roasted him for the penalties. 0 penalties.
0 penalties.
0 penalties. And 0 sacks allowed, or 0 turnovers.
Yeah. We'll keep talking on this. You can keep talking on this because on the YouTube side, I'm muted on the Twitch side of things, but we can keep rolling. So if you guys have other things you want to talk about on this one. Tampa Bay looked good. It's taken them a while to figure things out. And you know what they had working yesterday? Gronkowski.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, but that's also due to injuries too, though.
No, but they had
Right.
to integrate it. They finally sort of integrated him in the offense. Gronk hasn't been injured this season.
No, I'm saying the other tight end. OJ Howard's out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they lost him back in game 2.
Yeah.
Game 2.
It was like game 3 or 4.
I just think the biggest thing
He didn't play last week. That was the thing. He would not. Play
I just think the biggest. I still think like just the biggest thing is the fact that like the team, like that team is good enough. Like he doesn't need to carry it. Like he's not in a position, and I think he knows that already. And I think that's also why he went there. Like he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady's not dumb. He's really smart. He's gonna pick the best team to go to. Like that. He clearly saw what what we saw yesterday is what he knew is possible of that team.
Oh yeah, and I honestly will say too, if they had minimized all of the stupid turnovers that Jameis Winston would have committed from last year, I think this team would have probably been a playoff. Like you were talking about a 7-9 team that had a really dynamic offense, like with the receivers and everything. They had a very, very good defense, but the only problem was Jameis Winston in him forcing the
throwing
issue.
to the wrong team.
Literally throwing to the wrong team. He threw 39 touchdowns if you want to include the 6 pick sixes, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And also, like that also gives like another meaning for the 30 for 32 because he threw 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. So basically, I mean, you minimize 30 interceptions, you have a playoff team from last year.
Yeah, it's
and now
true.
This year,
Yeah.
you have a Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah. It's actually pretty absurd. I don't know if it's like, does that just mean Jameis is really bad?
I mean,
Dude,
he
come
did say
on.
that he did say he just got LASIK eye surgery. So I mean,
All right, he didn't see.
I know he probably didn't see, but
I'm sure.
I mean,
I'm sure
it's
I'm sure he
terrible.
used the same excuse when he was getting the crab legs.
Oh my God! I was about to say that, and you literally took that out of my mouth. Oh my goodness! How dare you?
Clip
I
it.
literally came up with the same joke, and you beat me to it. I actually hesitated. I was like, I'm not sure if Twitch is gonna like that, but we're off.
I was like, I'll just say it anyways.
it's like the crab.
Good timing, because now we're back on the Twitch side of things. So we're going to move on from that topic. If you're on the YouTube side, you got a treat on that.
I gotta.
There are 3 remaining undefeated teams. We'll put that one in the pod. There are the 3 remaining undefeated teams. The Steelers, Frank, the Seahawks, Nate, and the Tennessee Titans, which we don't have a resident Tennessee fan right here. But anyway, it's not which team is best. Which team loses first?
I'm gonna say the Titans. And I mainly really want to say like it's mainly because like the defense is like really for real for Pittsburgh, and also I think their offense is very well balanced.
The Pittsburgh defense put
Stop!
Baker
Stop! Everybody,
Mayfield-
stop talking about the Steelers. Stop. Move on. Nobody talks about the Steelers. We're under the radar this season. Stop talking.
You're under the
Stop.
radar.
No,
Stop.
you
guys
Don't talk
put
about us.
Baker Mayfield back
Stop.
in bed yesterday. That
Anybody,
defense was
I can do
ridiculous.
that. My high school football team can do that. Or literally
Oh, but
the
honestly-
UJ
Wow.
Alabama game, they could do it. Yeah. All right, but real talk. Yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers are good. I'm very happy. I'm enjoying it a lot, and it is fun to be able to see that. And I actually do think this is like, in all seriousness, this is one of like the teams that I actually do think can go pretty far in like the Steelers world that we've seen in the past. I actually do think the defense is at a level to where it can it can get us to the Super Bowl. And I also think Bennett has started to find these receivers and started to get them involved more. So I will say I think the Steelers are actually poised for a really good run. I hope we lose. I honestly do hope we lose a few games here and there and like stuff like that, and don't hype us up. It never works out when we hype it up. We've won the Super Bowl as a 6th seed twice, so let's keep it that way.
I also want to clarify. I meant to say the Titans. I think they're going to be losing first, but I was mainly talking about like the Steelers. I think they're going to win, and I think they're going to knock off the Titans and go to 6-0.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. Why would I not?
Wait, so
We
I
play
didn't
each
look
other.
at the schedule
Yeah,
before
I'm
this.
pretty
Do they
sure
actually
we play each other next week.
They
I
play
think.
each other next week.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's
there you
the
go.
game
That's
next
why.
week. Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out if we played the Ravens again before the Titans. That's why I was trying to figure out. I think we'd lose against the Ravens again, or like when we play them. I think we'd lose against
Is it going to
them.
be in Pittsburgh or is it going to
I
be?
think it's in.
Baltimore?
I think this one's in Pittsburgh.
Okay, back here in the second half.
Speaking of
as
the strip that Nate was talking about,
Well, there you go. The handoff here to Elaire, and that is going to go for 5 yards as Kansas City will start the second half with the football, and they will try to make things right here as it was, as we were talking, a bit of a mess at the end of the second half there. At the end of the first half, rather.
Yeah, I honestly was like thinking that, you know, they would have been in a much better position had they been able to go down the field and get a touchdown or even a field goal.
I couldn't tell if Kelsey was like they were arguing with the coach or that was like
no, they're
not,
I
right?
think it's
Yeah.
like no harm, no
Okay,
foul.
that's what
As
I
Hill
thought.
here comes in motion. Kelsey right behind, lead blocker there, throws 2 blocks and does manage to spring Elaire for about 3 yards.
Very rare to see Travis Kelsey at that fullback position. I guess it's just because Patrick, what's his name?
He's
Anthony Sherman. He's not even active, unfortunately, because he's on the COVID protocol. He's going
Kelsey's
in
down in a 3-point stance there.
yeah, he's like
looking
legit.
like a lineman.
It's like a use check roll.
But he can't line up in the line of scrimmage, so he's got to just take a step back. And again, I think you have Kelsey here in the backfield. And yeah, the lead blocker there. The handoff, however, is going to go the way of Darrell Williams. And that is going to be enough for a first down. So Kansas City will move the sticks. And looks like some of the rain has subsided here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Also, quick question. Where was the halftime for Thursday Night Football? Because it was not raining.
Oh, they're in LA, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. They even
I'm assuming they
remote.
never move?
No, not
like they
this
don't
season.
go there anymore? Yeah, okay. That's what I
Yeah,
figured.
not this
All
season.
right, got it.
Yeah, it is sunshine.
Because I was
from the
confused.
studio.
It didn't really make any sense. I was lost.
it's like rain over here and it's
Yeah.
sunshine over there. It's like, huh?
Yeah. Mahomes fakes the handoff and is now running for his life as he will just tuck this in and give himself up after about 8 yards.
Yeah, he's trying to look downfield and go deep, and obviously he wasn't able to find anybody downfield and was just able to just do the smart decision, go and pick it up with his legs and get some yards after that. So
we didn't get it. Wait, did everybody just turn pink? Wow,
What?
that was weird. Something happened with the broadcast. Where
everybody is pink. Holy
yeah,
Jesus.
everybody is pink. What the heck?
What the
Something
heck?
happened there with the broadcast. All of Kansas City just turned pink. That was like your eyes are playing tricks on you there as Elaire is going to power through and duck a couple tackles there. A nice piece of running. And he's going to pick up a first down. So, Frank, you called Buffalo. You picked them to win. You're down by 3 here at halftime against Kansas City. Keys to victory here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the key to victory here still for the second half is something I actually want to touch about is that you actually see the KC, they typically average 122 rushing yards a game. They're already at 119. And this is a product of basically the Bills defense understanding what John Gruden did against them, basically forcing them to run the football, dropping 8 back and being like, we're just going to sit here and you're going to have to pass and get 5 to 10 yards or you're going to have to run the football. So they're making them a run-first kind of – they're forcing them to run the ball first and keeping the ball out of Mahomes. Got to continue to do that.
Passing complete there to Ricky Seals-Jones. Yeah, the Kansas City offense just looks slow.
Correct, because they don't have the one-on-one coverage. They're not allowing Mahomes to feel comfortable when looking downfield. And hey, Axie Berman, nice to see you. Love to see you back here as well. On Twitch, hop over to the Twitch side, and we have we're showing the game.
Yeah, they're usually. I mean, right now they're averaging about 7.8 yards per carry at this point. So with that working as far as the efficiency, I would say they should be running the ball considering that they're playing more zone coverage and not that many players in the box.
And they do just that as Elaire powers ahead for 4 yards here.
Because I'm trying to think,
Second and 6.
I don't think Mahomes really has even been sacked this game or even really put under.
There was the one at the
No,
end
the
of
one,
the
there was
the
a
one.
sack
Okay,
and a
you're right.
terrible drive, so.
You're right. But other than that, hasn't really been pressured that much, which
hey
makes
guys,
sense.
I don't think Mahomes has been sacked. What did we just do over halftime? We roasted them the entire halftime over.
Well, I didn't. I totally forgot he got sacked.
I remember he got sacked. I was just like, what the heck are you doing? And then it went all the way down to
Watch Kelsey
30
here in the
seconds.
seam. He's going to go try to be in the middle of the zone, but Mahomes now running for his life, and he almost intercepted as he tries to throw back across his body, and that
Ooh.
is
Oh,
no
yeah,
good.
that's never
Josh
a good
Norman.
idea.
That was super close. Josh Norman almost
should've-
jumped in for the pick.
I think
Nor-
he should have caught it.
From Carolina, right?
Yeah, he was actually from. He actually was just with the Washington football team. And,
Wait.
yeah, and
This is the same Norman that
this
also
is
got
the
yeah.
same Josh
Yep,
Norman.
Okay,
This is
that's
the
what I
same
thought.
Josh Norman, yes.
The one that got thrown to the ground like a rag doll by Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, ow. That hurts. Here, fair catch at the 11 off the punt by Roberts. And nothing going here for Kansas City at the first possession of the third quarter. And we will be right back after this short commercial break.
Are we off commercial?
I was super close to calling them
The
the
Redskins.
R word.
Yeah, I was too. I was about to say the R. Yeah.
It's like the Washington football team.
I think So is this like a fair point to make? Is like you're basically forcing KC into just passing the football or into just running the football, and it's just like not really built as a run first offense.
Well, I mean, I could
Or
probably.
no.
I don't know. Like, I'm seeing a lot of guys playing coverage
I have a thought.
more than they're really trying to load up on the run. They know they're not a run first team, and I think they're really trying to keep it that way, because if they don't capitalize in their run game, then there makes an opportunity for them on second or third down and long, for them to just play in coverage and force Mahomes to try to go and throw behind them.
Got you. Okay. Yeah.
That's at least my take.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kansas City is a team that is built with a bunch of dynamic athletes.
Way too dynamic athletes.
Tyreek Hill, Hilaire, Watkins, which we haven't seen, basically just been non-existent.
out.
I don't think he's playing, is he?
Yeah, he's not playing at all. Not tonight.
But yeah, but in that case, then they're they just don't have the receiving core. I feel like in these past years, they're just flinging the ball all over the yard, and they're running.
Yeah,
backs
because
are
they have
playing like wide
one-on-one
receivers.
coverage.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
and
right
they were,
now,
and because they had the dynamic athletes, they just won the one-on-one battles all
Yeah,
the
but
time.
they've never had a good wide receiver.
Well, but their running backs have been the wide receivers.
No,
Besides
actually,
Hardman,
that's
who
true.
else is a
They've had
straight-up wide receiver?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
is
He's
the wide receiver.
arguably a top 5, top
Fair.
10 wide receiver.
Yeah, but he plays out of the backfield.
Yeah, he plays out of the backfield because they know that he can
Because he's still effective from there. Yeah.
He's effective from there. They know that his speed can scare just about everybody on the defense.
Yeah.
So having him in the backfield, having him sought out, having him out wide.
But you see what I'm saying? They haven't had a straight out and out slot receiver like a DeAndre Hopkins or they haven't had
I think the
straight out
last
and out.
real receiver
right?
that they probably had besides Tyreek Hill was maybe Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah.
What do you say that? Yeah,
And then
I was
Mecole Hardman's the only one that's I guess your slot. I mean, I guess he's still up and coming. He's still pretty young. Obviously.
He's still, I don't know. I'm seeing him more as a slot guy.
He's a slot. Yeah. I wanted to say he was more of a slot receiver, but I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like you have to get them out in space, and here we are. We're going right back to it. The ref
We are
is
going right back to it. And here's Singletary with the catch and the run of about 13 yards on first down as Buffalo looking to get things going here and put some more points up on the board.
really nice job there from the running back Singletary to let the big boys get out in front.
Yeah, good screen there. Now Allen under center. Thinks about giving it to Singletary. Singletary in the flat, still an option for Allen if he wants it, but Allen's going to go the other way and just throw this one to the KC bench. Nice catch there by, who was that from KC? 41.
I think
James
that was
Winchester.
Their long snapper.
Their long snapper, yes.
Great
Brilliant
hands,
catch by
great
the
hands.
long snapper.
Hey, maybe you should play receiver and be the true receiver for the Chiefs.
But it is kind of weird. It's like a team that's done so well without a straight up out and out wide receiver.
Yeah, like a stud wide out. Well, bunch formation up to the top.
I don't know if all the Chiefs fans are going to agree with us.
Yeah, they're not going to agree with us on that. 100% not.
Beasley for 4 yards here on first down. On second, rather. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you look through the
Tyrone.
roster of the Chiefs wide receivers, and you're like, wow, okay, well, Sammy Watkins, but he's out. Tyreek Hill, yeah. No Tyreek Hill. Marcus Robinson, no. not like the biggest name in the world.
Yeah, Demarcus Robinson is like, he's made like, quite a bit of splash plays, like, during his
Good play.
time, but he's also had quite a bit of drops.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Allen across the middle is going to come up short here for Beasley, or actually too far out in front of Beasley, and that is going to be a 3 and out. No, not a 3 and out, but that is just going to end the drive here for the Bills.
4 and out, yeah.
4 and out.
He's one-on-one with Fenton. He's trying to go and do a little stutter inside move, try to get himself a little bit more separation, but as you saw, the linebacker, Ben Neiman, who was coming over the top to go and actually undercut the route, and he had no space to run, and unfortunately had to just throw it out in front and ended up being incomplete.
He threw it way too far out in front of him.
Onto Way gets a friendly Bills bounce, actually. Look at this! Wow! Oh, that looks like my chip shot there on the 18th green. What a beauty. And it dives right there at the 18 and stays in bounds. Beautiful kick there. Chiefs will pick it up from the 18 when we get back.
I would have laughed if they tried to go and fan that thing forward,
Yeah, they're trying to like push it along.
You ever see that? You see that high school highlight where you have like the ball that like lands at the 30, and all of a sudden they go all the way like to like the freaking 5-yard line or something.
Got my quick snack in.
Game literally started exactly how the first half did, or the second half started like exactly like the first half did.
Oh yeah. Well, if that means anything, that probably means that the Chiefs are going to go and get themselves some points here. So.
Yeah.
And hopefully that means that Mahomes is going to add from his 14.26 points that he has for me. I gotta see what Kelsey's doing too.
Just choked on my saliva. Jesus.
He's got 16.
Kelsey's gotta be doing pretty good. I mean, he's got 2
He's
touchdowns.
got 16.9 points.
Yeah.
The only
pretty
blunder, of course, is that freaking fumble that he had.
Yeah, it negates the whole catch and run pretty much.
Yeah, at least it's not like a minimal. It doesn't. At least it doesn't subtract your points, though, right?
No, you still get because it was a catch and run and then a fumble. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with the fumble, I know how like with quarterbacks they lose like 2 points or something.
you lose 1. You
Do
lose
you
1
lose one?
if you lose a fumble. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no. I'm talking about like say with interceptions,
Yeah, but if you like Kelsey is getting penalized for that fumble for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is such a delusion because the KC defense has just increased, but it's gonna go back down.
Why? Oh, why did they increase?
Because of the sack, I'm pretty sure it was.
Let's see here. They have. Do they have a sack?
Yeah, they have 1 sack. Oh, you know what it was? It was
No, they got no point.
No,
They got
it was
no
it was the forced fumble and 1 sack.
I don't see a sack on their stat sheet. I'm looking at the KC defense right now.
Really? Because I'm looking at it. Oh,
No?
Bills defense. Bills defense.
Yeah, Bills defense has a sack.
And a forced fumble. That's who I have. Sorry, yeah.
And we're back. 9 minutes to go here in the third. Fran was calling out while we were at commercial how this was basically looking the way that the first half started, which is leaving Nate a little sus at the moment in terms of his points. How many points do you need?
I need 88 points to win.
Okay, he's got 88 points.
I've got 88
and
points to get.
20 minutes of football to play. So 8 points a minute is basically where we're going. There's the Travis Kelsey, the 3 catches, 40 yards, 39 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Pretty good day so far, and of course, Hilaire getting it done on the ground. A heavy dose of the run game today, especially early because of all the rain. There with 113 yards.
Yeah,
so
I mean, like I think this is pretty impressive for Hilaire. He had like 100 yards coming in from the half, but I also will say it's more on like the defense of the Bills trying to like game plan.
Yep.
And say we're not going to let you throw deep on us or get any crazy plays. We want you to run. You're normally not a running team. And there's a false start.
Yep. Also, oh yeah.
That was
Oh,
bad. Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
That was not
That
He's
was
like,
awful.
nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
Oof.
Nobody saw that.
This
Yep,
is
everybody
like,
saw it.
don't look at me, don't look at me.
But look at the Bills, though. No penalties, no yardage. That's very impressive here. Mahomes from the shotgun on 2nd and 7, again to Hilaire. And Hilaire's going to get the first down here as he makes a full defender miss, and he's going to get more. 20-yard run there for Hilaire. Nicely done.
Wow.
Hilaire has been making people miss. This is what we were talking about dynamic athletes.
He's so
here on
quick.
the side of Kansas City. They have speed, man. They can just make people miss.
He gets
They
that.
make people look
He
silly.
gets to the out of bounds line and they just burst for another like 7 yards. It's insane.
Oof, almost by the
quick.
shoestrings.
They're running a little power O type play right here. They get they get the right guard going in and press it toward the linebacker. Everybody gets a push up front, and Hilaire's just able to get enough space to make people miss, go up the field, and be able to get about 20 yards on that play.
And that's about an 9-yard completion to Pringle, a name that we haven't called yet today.
And a question here on the
Those are
YouTube side of things is, do we think that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is actually good? Would he be good on another football team?
So is he basically a product of the Kansas City system, or
Yes.
is he just individually talented as Hilaire gets the ball here and is going to be drilled in the backfield for -2? Nate.
I think that he's pretty good on his own. I mean, he showed it in his last year in college. He had almost 2,000 yards from 1,500 yards from scrimmage, and actually 1,500 rushing yards. And I think he would actually fit in pretty well. He's a really really good receiver out of the backfield. He's very quick. He's got good vision, despite him being 5'7", which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Yeah, and I think he would actually fit very well. Just any team but the Jets, but.
Yeah, any team but the Jets. Yeah, I think as he gets older
Pitches
too.
to Hilaire, and he will go for a first down. He's going to get more here. 7 yards for Hilaire.
And I think as he gets older, he's going to get stronger and also smarter. So he's going to be able to actually finish those plays at the goal line that he was heavily criticized in the first couple of weeks for not being able to finish.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the one thing that he's gonna steadily improve on, because like you said, Fran, I mean, I was watching that game.
Yeah.
The Texans. There were so many times where he was close to the goal line, literally inches away from the goal line, and he was not able to finish on those short yardage situations. I mean, granted, J.J. Watt was the reason why they were getting that play hole blown up, but still, it's like when you're second and short and you're giving the ball, you're practically expected to score.
Handoff is to Thompson, who cuts it back inside, and we'll get 11 here on first down. So the Kansas City running backs just getting it done, chewing up yardage here on this drive. As we mentioned that this game was basically looking very much like the first half, and it took both teams a possession to actually get their offense going. And here it is, Kansas City with their second possession is marching right down the field.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. That was a heck of a block by 73. He came in and he could just completely knock Ed Oliver on his backside and went up to the linebacker. That was perfect. Double plus.
Double plus. 2 likes.
Hit
the heart.
2 likes.
Hit the heart button twice.
That's a term we use in football, by the way. If you get a big, nice block, whether you're a running back or it doesn't really matter. If you get a really good block, put him on his back. That's a double plus.
Is it really?
That's awesome.
It is, yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
So there, you learn something new every day.
There you go.
All right, chat. Today we learned.
Chat here calling Edwards-Helaire fun-sized. And actually says, not that I'd say that to his face.
Super. You can call him a super smurf.
Oh my god, I don't even know what that means. It's like the small candy bars.
Tiny
yeah.
Candy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ay.
I would just go on Urban Dictionary.
Well, I mean, it is Halloween coming up next week, right?
That is true. Wait, is it next week? Oh, yeah,
Is it?
Almost
It's like the week after, I think. Let's get the calendar.
Next week, Saturday.
Super Smurf
Saturday.
is a fire nickname. That's what chat says. They got you, Nate.
There you go. There you go. 28 from the 28-yard line. Mahomes back to pass and completes to Kelsey right over the middle. So that's a 10-yard gain for Travis, who get a couple points back from that fumble earlier.
And he didn't fumble. There we go.
It happened.
He didn't fumble.
Just sitting here in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, it's a simple little hitch route. I can't speak. Excuse me. And he's trying to just stay right in front of the linebacker Edmonds and pretty easy pitch and catch right there, able to get the first down.
He's been playing sparingly on this drive, actually. Goes right off after that catch, as Mahomes is just going to reshuffle the entire offense here. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Tyreek Hill is in motion, and 2 fakes reverse. Nope, it's going to go to Hilaire, and the Bills have this one sniffed out 100%.
Yeah.
Nothing going there for Kansas City. A tackle for a loss of 3 yards.
Yeah, that was a little too much elaboration on the play call there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who you're really trying to fool. Like, so many people were in the backfield that, like, naturally the defense is going to move up, I feel like.
Yeah, and honestly, like, everybody was expecting that action. Like, when I saw Tyreek Hill come in motion, I was saying, okay, if this is a fake out, then this is going to be a screenplay. They knew it. I knew it. Great play by the Bills.
Yeah.
Hilaire flares out to the left here at the bottom of your screen, and Mahomes is going to dodge Bills defenders, and he's going to take this himself. He's going to scamper out of bounds and come up about 4 yards short of the line to get, maybe 5 yards short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the scamper by Mahomes.
Took a shot to the back of the leg
like
there.
a good shot to the knee.
Yeah, we both saw it. That was interesting.
He was just lucky it wasn't out of bounds, though, because, like, if it was out of bounds and he got hit, that would have been an automatic 15
Yeah, it
yards.
would have been 15 right away. He got lucky that he didn't get caught with that. I gotta say, these hats are sweet. I love them.
The hats?
Yeah, like the rainbow colors and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, the crucial,
yeah.
they're the crucial.
Yeah, the crucial catch ones. It's really neat.
Yeah.
Kind of look like Hawaiian type hats.
Yeah.
Like that.
Maybe
Mahomes
it's time
here out to the left, looking downfield, but he's going to have to make it happen himself. Oh, a little bit of a twist and turn there. Fancy dance moves. Does he have it? Does he have it?
No, he is definitely
The dive, he's going to come up
I
just
I
short.
think he's short.
I think
I'm
he's short
pretty
by, like,
sure the
3
ball
seconds.
hit the ground before.
This is a little pirouette here from Mahomes. Whoop! Get your dancing shoes,
I'm
ladies
not
and
sure
gentlemen.
what was going on here. He was trying. I guess he was trying to find some time, not run out of bounds. He was trying to, like, see if somebody could get open.
Well, he was trying to go for the first. Wow,
He's got to be short. Yeah, he looks way short.
He's
He is
like
a healthy yard.
6 inches short.
Yeah. Oh, he's. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's short.
He's at least
And that's not even.
down
No. His knee's down even before that, as well. Yeah, it's like a full yard.
Andy is fired up right now.
How?
Andy is fired up, and there goes the visor.
You better calm down, or else he's gonna go and lose the. He's gonna go and not be able to see anymore.
Oh, and there goes the headset.
Oh, he's taking everything off.
He is not happy. Ooh, he is throwing everything around.
There it goes. That's what
I
happens when
couldn't
it's all
actually
connected.
figure out what he was yelling about. He somehow had to blow a timeout for something.
I actually don't
I'm not sure
know.
what happened.
He may be upset at the fact that he had to use a timeout for them to spot the ball, or
Yeah.
something.
call it
It has to. Yeah, I think they did call it.
And now the face shield is completely fogged
Yeah, they
over.
called timeout.
Yeah, he can't see that.
They did charge Kansas City with the timeout.
But I'm confused why.
I don't know, because if not, the play clock would have run down, and I would have thought they'd be reviewing this, but this is 4th and inches. Kansas City is going to go for it here. It is Kelsey out to the left, and this is going to be a handoff to Thompson, and he's going to get his guys late. It's a touchdown. Sorry, it's Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City on 4th and inches.
Wow.
Wow, he's right.
And now he's hitting the gritty.
He just literally
he just squeaked
He
right
yeah.
there.
did.
Big. Yeah, he just
Kelsey with the block, but that's not even where the play is.
That was crazy right here. He's going and blocking backside. I thought that this was going to get stopped in by the backfield by number 90. I think it was Quentin Jefferson right there. He gets right through Mike Remmer's 75. And I thought there was a chance that it was going to get stopped. And then all of a sudden it goes from like at least like a 1 yard gain or 1 yard loss to a touchdown. That's
I don't
crazy.
even think that was the play call for him to run up there. I think he just cut it back when he saw the hole. No,
No, I think that was supposed
or
to
it
be how
was.
was supposed to run it.
They were
No, it
supposed to
was-
pull Kelsey and then run opposite.
That's basically what it was.
Got
yeah,
it.
Yeah, they seal the backside and then they go run out the gut.
Okay.
Quick commercial break.
All right.
Wow, what a play! Like
Yeah,
what a sequence
interesting.
here.
Didn't expect
Way
that
to
at
take
all.
away my fantasy points.
Yeah, I know. When he
Nothing to
scored, I was like,
Kelsey.
oh, they're pissed.
Damn it.
I'm like, oh,
Nothing for Kelsey.
I'm like, they're not going to
Kelsey,
get any
nothing
points
for
now.
Mahomes. Yeah, only 16.26. Yeah, and I'm projected to lose by 70. No, by 64. Oh, it's not 70, but I mean, still. You guys want to hear all the stat line? I mean, you want to hear like the scoring stat line for my whole lineup? By the way, I mean this is just embarrassing. I don't really care to like tell you. So,
Go for it.
okay, so outside of Mahomes and outside of Cooper,
Yeah, we're gonna empathize with you
I
right now.
had Mike Davis, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, Mike Evans, Dan Bailey, and the Rams defense. You want to know what they scored respectively? 11.5, 15.5, 4.10,
That's bad.
4.10, 2, 1, and 0.
That is.
You know what?
literally
I
gotta
still
be
don't
one of the worst
understand.
things in
So-
the world.
I don't understand.
What the hell?
So Atlanta finally won a game this weekend. All right.
Yeah.
And so did the Giants, by the way. So there's like they're not winless. I don't understand how Atlanta. This is the second time Atlanta has put up 40 points, and Gurley just does nothing. Like he has 9. He's like less than 10. I'm like, your team put up 40,
Yeah.
and you did what?
And what I don't get is how
Ow.
the Vikings were coming up pretty close to beating the Seahawks. They have played arguably one of
Yeah.
the best games against Seattle,
this
who
was
was unbeaten. And they come in and they just get their ass handed to against a team that has no wins and just fired the head coach and general manager. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, I feel like every single time someone gets fired, the team wins automatically.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Well,
It's-
but unfortunately, that's an unsustainable win strategy. Like you can't do that every week.
No, but it's a
No,
great
you
betting
can't.
strategy.
It's a
it is
great
good
betting strategy.
But it's just like
Actually,
my God.
here's a tidbit. Ready? As we come back here at the kickoff. But you wanted to talk about the Jets. I'll let you talk about the Jets. Anybody want to take the Jets, including in chat? 5,000 to 1 odds to win the Super Bowl. Anyone put up $1 on that?
No.
Absolutely not.
I'd rather spend it on a dollar menu at that point.
I would-
Rather better spend on the dollar menu than on the 5,000 to 1
Or a
bet for the
Wendy's
Jets
cone
in the
or
Super
something.
Bowl.
I'd rather spend it on like. No, I can't find anything better. What you just said. That was. There's
Josh
not
Allen.
a chance. Not a
Back in business here. Handoff to Singletary in the backfield, and no, sorry, not Singletary. It's Moss actually again, and he will get 2 yards there. All right, so you've been wanting to talk about the Jets the entire time.
Yes, I do.
All right, have it.
Yes, I do. The Jets are an abomination.
Oh boy,
of
here we go.
football. They are absolutely the worst franchise that we've seen since
It's
any
true.
of the teams from the Browns. Even
Yep.
the 0-16 teams. They were probably worse than that team. Okay? And the fact of the matter is, head coach is what's his name?
Gase?
Gase.
Adam Gase is terrible. His offense is not good. It hasn't been good since Peyton Manning took it over back when he was on the Broncos. Okay, he's not a good leader. Greg Williams also is not that good of a defensive coordinator, even though he wants to say otherwise. Quote unquote, he said "Oh yeah, the defense is not playing that great, but it's not all the defense," aka taking a shot towards Gase. The whole entire environment is bad. Front office is bad. They traded away one of their starting players literally 5 minutes after the game. We're in the middle of the game.
With the Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, they released Le'Veon Bell for Friday. Then they
So
released
the timeout
Steven
for the
Sunday.
Bills here.
And also, they have lost all their games by at least 9 points. Not a single one of their games have been close. It is awful. Jamal Adams is probably laughing and super happy that he's
Yeah.
out of there in Seattle.
Yeah.
And I'm just it's such an embarrassment to football to even watch the Jets. It's
It
so
is.
bad. It's that bad.
Yeah,
I completely
I've been
agree.
streaming defenses, and it's really right now it's like whoever's playing the Jets.
So I mean, put it this way, I actually like. If Trevor Lawrence actually gets drafted by the Jets, I feel so bad for him. To
Well,
be honest
Mike
with
Green
you,
has already told him he should stay at Clemson if that's the case.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
would stay. I would stay at Clemson another year. I would. There's no reason to. That's the dumbest thing in the world. I would never go to the Jets. You're just gonna ruin your career.
The only way that I would actually want to actually go to the Jets is if they fire Adam Gase and they hire a really good offensive coordinator type coach that is
True.
got a good relationship with his players and has had a history of having a good relationship with his players and can actually help him develop, because he's got a guy in Sam Darnold who is now in his third year, has not looked anything like he was supposed to be, and it's just like it's an absolute mess. It's a mess from the front office. It's a mess.
I also sort of feel bad for Sam Darnold. I don't think he's necessarily one of the best quarterbacks, or he will be a great quarterback, but I do think the situation in New York has absolutely just like ruined any possible chance of like him having a decent career anything other. I mean, sure, he may be like a backup quarterback and stuff in there, but I think the Jets have completely just getting thrown into that environment, thrown into like he can't even learn when he goes out and plays. Like it's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, when you have something as toxic as the leadership and the front office and everything, it's gonna make the situation bad for you. Also, it's bad enough when you don't have coaches that are focused on trying to develop you. And unfortunately, he hasn't had that kind of coach or coaching staff say, for the first 3 years. Yeah, throughout ever. And that's kind of
it's sad. I mean, it just stinks. Like you really, and I feel like that's a story with a lot of young quarterbacks when they get to the league. It's pretty disappointing, to be honest with you, because it's a lot of it's not wasted talent, but it's just, I mean, it just stinks for the individual that's trying to make it. And I mean, he just set up in a position I mean, you're trying to tell me Patrick Mahomes, if he went and played for the Jets, no way, no shot. Patrick Mahomes is, yes, he himself possesses that ability, but it is also the ability of the franchise to be able to actually push him in the right direction, right? And
talking
and
about the franchise, that's the Kansas City defense. Coming up huge on 3rd and 1, and they will stop Moss there for a loss of 2, but it looks like Buffalo's going to go quick here. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Is Allen just going to quickly sneak it? Oh, he's going to try to go left side. Oh, he's going to get stopped. Wait, there's laundry on the floor. There is laundry on the field.
I actually think when he extended it, he got it.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I think he was still short.
He was stopped before he even extended it.
Allen tried to go left, and it was completely shut down, and we have a lineman that is also down. This is actually an offensive penalty. It's a false start, so the play's not even good, so it'd be 4 and 6. The play doesn't ever happen. Wow, Buffalo tries to go really fast here.
Oh, yeah, it is going to be 4 and 6, yeah. Well, let's see here. This is a really crazy play because Chris Jones, he gets in the backfield. It looks like there was going to be slightly just enough of an opening for Moss to go in and get the first down. But Chris Jones, as explosive as any defensive lineman is in football, he was just able to completely blow up that play. That was crazy good. Really good really good stand by the defensive.
What also wasn't able to see the player's name, but I think 72 on the offensive line here. Yeah, he's down. I think he did his ACL. I saw someone that fell on his leg in the pile. Yeah. It does not look good.
Oh, I saw 85 was called for the false start. I'm not sure. We do have an injured lineman here, so that
Cody Ford.
Yeah, I think it's his knee's gone.
Take a pause here and continue on the YouTube side of things. So,
do you want to continue? Let's try to continue on that whole quarterback situation type conversation we were having.
Yeah.
Well, but so a lot of the.
Do you think that Patrick Mahomes would have the same kind of a success if the Bears had drafted him before?
No shot.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I really don't. I don't think so. I think there's so much of it that actually goes with where you're learning from. Andy Reid is one of the best QB coaches. Also,
that's
at that time as well, he had Alex Smith to learn from. Alex Smith is like,
I was
yeah,
gonna ask.
he's not
remind me
necessarily
if
like.
they threw him in as a rookie or he was.
No,
back up to Smith?
he sat the whole year. He sat
No,
his
yeah,
whole
did.
first
no,
year.
he played like one
Or
year. He only
one-
played like one game,
yeah.
and then he didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
But like Alex Smith, I mean, he's not like the greatest quarterback in the world, but he's smart. Like he's a smart, intelligent QB. He knows how to read offenses and read defenses. So I really, because like look at Trubisky. But then again, it's like,
I mean, I've been saying.
like
Trubisky's
I don't
like
think
not
Trubisky would be necessarily a Super Bowl winning quarterback at KC, but I think he'd be a playoff quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Really?
Like, with
Yeah.
Trubisky, I'm not. I mean, it's not fair to always like put blame on the player before the coaches.
Right.
But honestly, Trubisky, he doesn't really rubbed. He never really came to me as like a person
yeah.
or a player that could actually understand how to read defenses, understand pro style offenses and stuff like that. Like even though he played relatively well when he was over at what was it again?
UNC,
UNC.
which
I mean, even there, he wasn't really the best, most confident looking quarterback in the draft. But for some reason, the Bears loved him so much they wanted to go and make him the quarterback in the future. And obviously, that hasn't paid off for them. And now Nick Foles is looking a lot better than what Trubisky has.
yeah,
ever.
that I completely agree with. I can't disagree with that at all.
Was
That's
Russell
correct.
thrown in? Or who did he back up?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He never backed up.
I don't
Well,
think he
was
ever
supposed
backed
to
up
be-
anyone.
He was supposed to be backing up Matt Flynn. We signed him to like a crazy $20 million type
Yes.
$20 million deal. And then he ended up being the backup because Russell played so well in the preseason, won the job, and hasn't missed a game or start since.
But he came in at the same time as Pete, though, right? Or was Pete already
No,
there?
2 years.
Pete
out.
was already
2
there.
years. Okay, I thought it was close. But then he had basically a former college coach to bring him into the league. So Russell had a good situation here. The kickoff is deep, picked up around the 13-yard line, and Kansas City is just going to run laterally. Plenty of yardage, but not in the right direction here, and we have a flag down on the field.
Might be a holding on the Chiefs.
Yeah, if anything, it's a holding or a block in the back type thing on plays like this is typically what we see.
And that was
Looks like that Hardman is kind of pointing that he got grabbed by his collar. He was like saying, "Hey."
holding on the offense, actually. So we will back up KC some more. 14:27 on the clock. KC ahead 20-10.
Half distance
okay.
to the goal, so it might be probably towards like the 5 or 6 yard line.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
KC is gonna hike this thing from the 6. All right, it's not too bad. Not
Yeah, that's kind of like a tackle.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fair call.
He was falling down. And he was just like, "You're coming with me."
Yeah.
The Undertaker.
That was definitely a foul.
KC from the 6. And handoff is to Hilaire going left. Manages to get 5. And keeps moving the chains. Kansas City has done a very good job staying ahead of the chains here, or staying on schedule, rather. And they've had much better flow to their offense here in the second half.
I'm also going to say, too, I'm very impressed, at least by Travis Kelce. Not really just as a receiver, but as a blocker, because I know everybody points at George Kittle for his blocking because he's arguably the best blocking tight end that most people have ever seen. But, Travis Kelce coming in and kind of playing that fullback hybrid type role right now, he's doing a really good job at it, and he's able to get a lot of openings for the running backs to get some running lanes.
Beautiful pass over the middle, caught by Robinson, and there might be a flag thrown here, and there will be as a late tackle hit, escort out of bounds. I don't even know what that was. The guy didn't hit the floor, but it looks like the Bills will be penalized.
Oh, for that push? Really?
Well, for the push?
Apparently so.
Let's see.
As
Total
Robinson
soft.
is going to catch and run for 15 or so and get an additional 15 because of the penalty. Yeah, that push there at the end, that's...
Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess it's like because it's extracurricular. It was like right outside of the sideline.
Yeah. We go 20 yards on the catch and run, and another 15. Oh, that is weird.
Oh, it was like an
That
extra
is
point.
very
That's
late.
That's a flag, yeah.
Oh my god! And then he turns around and is like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, You're like on the other side of the white line.
Yeah, it's like
You are well into the bench area.
Yeah, never mind. That was really. I watched that again. That was so dumb. What is he doing? He's so out of bounds. He literally walked out of bounds with him.
It was like
Yeah.
5 yards.
Hilaire in the backfield. Handoff from Mahomes, and Hilaire's going to cut right. Ooh, once again, Bill's trying to strip the ball. Hilaire is going to go for 6 as we have a KC lineman. It's a little slow to get up there.
Oh, yep. It's going to be 72. Went right over on his knee.
Ooh.
No, he looks like he's
Or
all
is
right
he
there.
all right?
He's up.
Yeah.
He's all right. It just looked like somebody threw him down there. He's up and going, and the rain once again looking a bit more torrential at this point, kind of like what it looks like in downtown Seattle at the moment. Mahomes flanked by both Kelsey and Hilaire. Kelsey now going to sit in the middle of the zone, but Hilaire's going to get the pass out to the right, and it's actually just going to be a loss of 2. That is also a late tackle.
That was a late
I was going to
tackle.
say, wait a second here. Poyer. I mean, they're just asking for it at this point. That is a really late. That is an easy call.
Yeah, that's an easy.
It's like that was the easiest call that you could have made. That was even more. That was even worse than the last play.
I called that one before the ref threw the flag.
I mean, dude, he tackled him when he was already out of bounds.
And we're on the other side of the country. There you go. That's how tape delay works. Yeah.
What's going through the head here?
2 personal foul penalties on this drive for Buffalo. The defense who was basically pitching a clean sheet.
Yeah.
No penalties, has now gotten 30 yards of penalties here in the last 3 plays.
Yeah, it's totally inexcusable. I mean,
Mahomes to Hilaire going left now, and is another 8 yards for Hilaire. This guy's got to be close to 150.
I can tell you right now.
150. I can tell you right now too. I think. Let's see.
It's a race.
He's at 155.
Oh, I was close.
Dang it! You beat me to it. Yeah, he's at.
close.
Actually, he's got 158 right now. Unless, of course, at 19th. Yeah, I forget. Well, it says currently it's 19 for 148 on fantasy, but I believe it's at 155.
Hill across the formation, and once again the pass off the left side to Hilaire. He will come with the first down, and there's the extra 3 yards. So where's the 158 that you were talking about? Was a little bit ahead of the actual visual.
Yeah, so far this is becoming like their success.
Just
right
ground
now.
and pound.
They got to ground and pound this thing until they stop it.
They're also just burning clock. I mean, remember, this started at 14:50, so it was right at the top of the 4th quarter, so we're burning about 3.5 minutes so far. They are just kind of waiting for the play clock to go down. They don't snap this.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah. Hilaire again. Hilaire across the 20. Hilaire across the 15. Close. Hilaire right at the 16-yard line.
Dude, he is just balling out there
30 seconds
right
off
now.
right now.
Got some
Yeah,
good elusiveness.
he's absolutely having a day out there. Respect.
By this point, he could probably have like 200.
Yeah.
He just needs some touchdowns.
Just
I'll
keep
say
giving
that.
him the ball.
I wasn't going to jinx it. I was going to say, well, maybe he's going to go for 200 yards today, but, like, I wasn't going to jinx it.
Well, they certainly are close to, like, they're basically at 242
I think they-
as a team right now.
I think the problem is they take him down. They take him out every single time they're in the red zone.
Williams trying to extend here for it's going to come up half a yard short.
Oh,
But Fran,
he didn't make it.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
he
Fran,
was-
you said early on, right when you were seeing the rain and everything come down, you're like, well, they just need to go to the run game. And actually, both teams did. Kansas City has gone to the run game with incredible effectiveness. 242 yards today on the ground. I was saying most in KC and
since
2016.
2016.
Since 16. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so
Incredibly
far this is
effective
the most impressive running game that they've had in the Patrick Mahomes era.
Backwards pitch there to Williams. So this is on 3rd and 1, but Buffalo, the stampede.
Wow.
All over
Oh my
them.
God. They were.
Game half.
They were ready for that
Yeah.
one, as Kansas City is going to have to swallow that one up there. And that is at the 20-yard line. So bring out the Butker and the field goal.
Come on, give me that. Give me these points.
37-yard field goal. if he were to hit it. He has missed an extra point so far today.
That is actually why I don't like running toss plays, especially on
Yep.
third down, because stuff like that will happen where you just get completely blown up by 5 yards down behind the line of scrimmage.
And Bucker's kick is up, and it is good.
Oh, thank God.
37-yard kick, good for Bucker. 3
go,
more
baby.
fantasy points for those of you who have him as your kicker. And Buffalo trailing by 13 here. As we have 9 minutes left, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Stick around. More football action coming right up. There you go.
Sweet. How much? Oh, it's like a really long ad. I gotta go pee.
Raheem Mostert has a high ankle sprain.
Mostert has a high... Oh, from San Francisco?
Yeah.
Is this how it always is for y'all with the West Coast times? You finish like the stream at 7:38. It's a fantastic time to finish the stream.
Yeah, Sunday
Yeah.
Night Football finishes at like Sunday. Actually,
I'm
at
like,
like
I have
like
to
8
go
o'clock.
run to bed.
Yeah, normally they would like... What is this? I'm trying to remember now.
This is way early though.
Like, this is kind of like going by pretty quickly, I'll say that, because normally the games go for like 3.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll end by 5. We got a half hour to go. It'll end by 5. What were you laughing at?
No, Big Nick Energy said Stampede.
Stampede.
Well said, yeah.
Yeah, I had to get that in there at least once. I was waiting for the. What do they call a lot of buffalo?
A herd.
Just a herd.
Oh, it is the herd. Yeah, I can sneak that in there too here in a second.
It's not actually.
It's not.
There is no such thing as a herd of buffalo, and while bison do gather in a herd, a gathering of buffalo is called an obstinacy.
You might want to type that one.
Yeah, I am.
We're just gonna go with herd.
I'm just gonna go with the simplicity here.
Kickoff here will sail its way out of bounds.
Absolutely. We're not using that word.
Yeah, that's apparently, but it also you can say herd too. So.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
herd
let's
buffalo.
just go with herd. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it is now firmly nighttime here in Buffalo, New York, with the rain still falling. At least it's not snowing. Actually, it would have been very interesting.
Would have been awesome if it was snowing.
That would have been very interesting. Bad for the players, really fun for us to watch. Allen, back in the pocket, surveys, looks, fires. Gets that one complete there to Davis, whose name we actually haven't called really tonight much at all. And that's a 7-yard completion on first down. Buffalo is going to have to pick this thing up here. They're down 2 scores, even though there was a missed extra point, so it makes the difference only 13. But they do need 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns to get this thing going, and they've got to go quick. So it looks like that is going to be a penalty here, going to come out against Kansas City. John Brown attempting to catch that one, but the flag going to go against KC and give Buffalo a free first down.
Yeah, it is raining hard. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is a complete monsoon down there. But yeah, this is like a complete. This is an obvious hold. He grabbed him by the jersey right around his head, and that's an easy call right there, first down.
Yeah, they call pass interference on that one, and ball at the 40 now. Josh Allen still not over 100 yards throwing. Still the one touchdown. So, Fran, I think your opponent there in fantasy
Still
you're
doing okay.
Kansas City looks like they're going to bring pressure. They are going to bring 6. Allen gets it out of his hands quickly to Diggs for about 5 yards, and he will be brought down. Buffalo having to basically, they're restrained to dinking and dunking the football down the field at the moment.
I mean, I know there's a lot of time. I mean, there's about 8.5 minutes left in this game. But at this point, with them being down 13 and also the Bills' defense not really being able to stop the run, they seriously need to start pushing down the field. They need to get some passes down.
Well, I was going to say, the risk is that if you don't score, Kansas City's just going to come down the field and score themselves here. Josh Allen with the stiff arm, and he's going to run this thing, and he will get the first down. Nice piece of running by Allen. Because right now, you're going to put so much pressure on your defense to get a stop, and as you said, they just can't stop Hilaire at the moment. And he might end up going for 200 the way that things are going. But we do have a flag on the play. Hold?
That's what I'm assuming, so.
Looks like it might be a hold, yeah.
Oh, wow, no, this is a defensive penalty.
Oh, okay.
Hands to the face.
Oh, again.
Again?
Right at the line of scrimmage. Again, this is the second time. I don't know if it's the same player, but...
Well, I know Diggs drew the last one. I don't know if it was the same corner covering Brown there, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Bills now set up at the 44 in plus territory. Kansas City looking to confuse Allen. He's got 6 there, drops them all into coverage. Well, drops 2 into coverage. A nice pass there. Allen throws a dart and completes it to Diggs. 11 yards on that first down throw. New set of downs.
Nice.
And keep the chains moving here. So Buffalo definitely getting the momentum going in the positive direction from the 30.
One-on-one John Brown on Javarius Ward.
And Allen is going to step up in the pocket, delivers, strike across the middle to Beasley. Yes, Beasley down at the 8. An escape artist trick here.
Yeah, fantastic job from the Bills basically being able to move the ball down the field, but taking literally what the Kansas City defense is giving them, right? So, I mean, granted, people were going to say, like, oh, there's small checkdowns here and there, all that type of stuff, and that was an unbelievable throw that Josh Allen's still able to make with literally taking a hit and a hand on his arm as well.
Yeah, the arm strength there to just power through that one. Whoa! Allen with the zinger to Beasley, and it's a touchdown!
Whoa.
No, that's not good.
That was way too easy.
There goes my fantasy. Yeah, he's playing 10 yards off of him.
Well, they run a blitz. They were running a blitz from the slot corner, and also that's a heck of an cartoon thing for Beasley, by the way.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, he's running. They're running like a corner blitz with the Chiefs defense. He's got one on none basically over the top. He's got Thornhill is supposed to be responsible for him, like 10 yards ahead of him by the end zone. Just an easy slant, easy pitch and catch. Was able to get right across to the goal line, I think, and touchdown Bills.
And the extra point there is good. So it is now a 6-point game. The way that Allen just threw that in there, I mean, on a rope.
My God, I'm literally winning by like 6 points now, 5 points. So bad. This is so bad. I need Casey to go down the field and score a field goal, and I think I win.
So you need Butker,
yes.
But the other one can't have Allen.
Yeah. Basically, basically the Bills just can't get the ball again.
Yeah.
Well, this is shaping up to be like one of those where they stop Kansas City and then they set up a potentially game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Because if Allen takes them down and they score a touchdown, they win the game.
Yep.
Assuming that they don't miss the extra point.
And obviously, it's gonna make Frank lose.
Yeah.
That would make Frank
to be honest
lose.
with you, I think I'm gonna lose.
Let's not go.
Is Frank conceding? He's throwing it. Wait,
yet.
I have the towel.
Let's not throw in the towel yet.
Waving the white flag here.
I mean, it's too close, man.
It's close, but
so
hey,
close.
I mean, they haven't been able to stop. They have not been able to stop them, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Way to the
That
white
is the
flag
other
of
thing.
fans.
Edwards Alaire might go
Yeah.
run for 200 at this point, man.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a lair?
No, Alaire's not on this team. Alaire's on the
Oh.
other one. That one I'm done because he is Mahomes, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Like,
I see,
Alaire
I see.
could literally go out there and have. I mean, Alaire would need to have a Derrick Henry type game, which just means he needs to score touchdowns, and then I'd actually win. But
What is there? Hold up. I got to see how many fantasy points does he even have?
19.7. Which, like,
Yeah, 'cause
actually
he's not
isn't
getting-
that
he's
much.
not getting the touchdowns.
Which, it's
Because
really
Kelsey
not
has
that much.
2. Kelsey has 2, and Williams has the running touchdown for Kansas City. So Alaire hasn't gotten any of the running touchdowns.
Like, you know what blows my mind out of everything is, like, Mike Evans having 2 points yesterday just...
Dude,
That is mind-blowing, actually.
Like,
pissed me
what,
off, man.
dude? Like,
I'm
what?
like, are you kidding me? Like,
This guy used to put up, like, 3 touchdowns a game with
dude, he was
Jameis.
putting up touchdowns in every single game.
Yeah.
I mean, he even had like one game where he had 2 catches, 2 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
The guy was a lock for, like, 20 points a game last season.
Yeah, I know.
And
he was-
nothing's changed. He's literally just gotten a better quarterback.
Yeah. Except apparently he did not have a better game.
Yeah.
Which is terrible.
And
Maybe-
there's a shot of the rain in Buffalo right now.
Maybe
Nate, as you
Jameis...
mentioned-
You know what? I think this is what it... Jameis definitely had him on his fantasy team.
Jameis had Mike Evans on his
probably,
fantasy
he
team.
probably did.
So he's like, I got to give myself a consistent 25. Just chuck this guy the ball, no matter how many picks.
Yeah. I mean, he was practically like, hey, you know what? I made you lose less guy surgery. Screw it. Let's just go throw the mic.
Oh my goodness. This is Hardman trying to pull it out from just about the end zone. He couldn't actually get a touchback in there because he fielded it in the field
So
of play. and he's
question
gonna come down
question
to
there for Nate. Why was there nobody protecting him?
Why
Like,
was there nobody-
Like,
guess-
he was like by himself for 40 yards, wasn't he?
I guess because, like, you know, they were expecting the ball to go rather deep.
Yeah, go out of
Something like
bounds.
that. Probably go out of bounds, maybe. But
He could have
I
just
don't know,
That is,
sidestepped
I'll
by the way,
definitely
that
give
is
credit
not
to
the color of Andy Dalton's hair.
Hey, maybe his. You know what's actually funny? They were joking about how his hair would change the blue because his hair would usually match the uniform. You know what I
From
Oh,
Cincinnati
my
to.
Well,
mean?
That's
then he would have
actually
to come and
hilarious.
play for
It
Kansas
should've been
City.
blue, man.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
actually so funny.
Big Nick Energy Foles, are we doing the doubleheader? Unfortunately, we are not allowed to do the doubleheader. The thing is, this was a Thursday night football game that was supposed to happen this past Thursday. They got rescheduled because of COVID, and so that's why it's happening on Monday night, and we're able to do the game on Monday. But it is technically Thursday night football. It just happens on a different day of the week. So yeah, there is no like Prime Video. Like the Dallas and Arizona game is not on Prime Video or anything. So
Yeah, it's
there's
still E
no
ESPN.
deal. It's
still
still ESPN.
ESPN, and it's still.
And it's still an incredible catch by Travis Kelce here
Oh my
over the
Lord.
middle.
Wow.
Well, Mahomes delivers,
That
and
had to-
Kelce
there's
picks
no
this
way
one
that's
off the
a catch.
grass. That is absolutely a catch there on the replay.
It's got a
What?
whole- let's see here. Wow.
Haul that puppy
Oh
in there,
my
big
God.
boy.
That is so you don't know how.
Wow, that's
Fumble!
insane.
Fumble! Fumble! The
Uh-oh.
Buffalo Stampede, once again, the herd. The
Oh,
herd,
shoot.
and it is
Uh-oh.
a disaster for KC right here. Fumble
Are you
at the
kidding me?
30-yard line as Alaire puts the ball on the ground, and Buffalo comes up with it.
Oh my god.
Huge play here in the fourth. Oh, maybe not. He's down.
Hold on. Let's see here. He was down. Yeah, he's down right there, and he
Wow, they're going to get saved by replay.
they got very, very lucky right there. 61 did a really great job. I don't know who that is, but 61 comes in and he just rips the ball out. Great effort. Unfortunately, he was just down by.
He's
coming
down,
right
yeah.
beforehand, yeah.
Question from chat. Kelsey or Kittle? Nate, you had this earlier.
Oh, that's a hard deal, man. You know,
Oh.
I honestly had to say, I gotta say Kittle. You know, because
Well, what are you basing it off of, though?
I guess it's basing off of his ability to produce in the receiving game, as well as his ability to block.
Got it. Okay.
I think Kelsey's a much better route runner, much better receiver
Yes.
type tight end, but Kittle is very similar in terms of that, but I also think he's a much better, like probably 50 times better as
Blocker.
a blocker.
Yeah.
Like if you see him in the run game, he completely mauls people, and he makes those guys look like absolutely silly. All pro DNs, all pro linebackers, he'll just shove them down by like 15 yards downfield. It doesn't make any sense. So I mean, I have to probably say Kittle.
Yeah, I actually fully agree with you. I think Kelsey's a better route runner, like almost wide receiver type tight end. I think Kittle does more of like he's just a better overall tight end with the blocking and in it as well. For example, like if you swapped Kittle and Kelsey, like Kittle would still produce and like still put up the same number Kelsey does with like Mahomes, right? So you also have to like take into consideration they're in like completely two different style offenses. Like Jimmy G can't throw the ball like Mahomes can, right? So it's like very different in how they play. But I think it's like so hard to pick one or the other. Honestly.
Yeah, but then again, you can also argue that Kittle, like even when he gets his opportunities to run routes and catch, he's still able to put up those types of numbers.
Even better.
I mean, even last night they were like running the ball and doing more quick passes, but he still had 100 yards receiving and a touchdown.
Yep.
So the play has been, the call on the field was a fumble, but the play has been reversed.
Yeah, and that was
as we saw on replay, it was pretty obvious there. Great effort by the Buffalo Bills. I actually don't have a 61 on my roster sheet, unless that was actually 91.
Maybe it was 51.
It's a 61. It was 61. I think it was probably like just somebody who was just brought in from the practice squad. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't have a 61 on my roster sheet, so Mahomes will pick it up here, 2nd and 14. And Mahomes trying to get this one. They do. It's a quick screen pass there and brought down for only a 2-yard gain here is Kaiser. 3rd down and 12 coming up. This is going to be a phenomenal opportunity for Buffalo if they can get Kansas City off the field.
Yeah, it's a really good move here by the linebacker getting this tackle down there, being able to actually beat the block and get around it first, too. Really great move there from Klein.
Yeah, A.J. Klein is starting caliber linebacker, made a really good play, like you just said right there, beating the blocker and making the tackle on the tight end.
Mahomes scanning the field, has got to send this one with some yardage downfield, and he has a man open! And it's complete across the 45, yes, to Pringle.
Woo!
Down at the 35.
Eat, Pringle, eat.
Eat, yes. Get me in field goal range.
Give me some Pringles.
Now I need a Buffalo stop.
Mahomes just flings this one out there, buying so much time. Pringle comes up with the catch. He's going to come all the way across the formation, I'm pretty sure. I have to. Oh, wait, no. Yes, actually, he does.
Yeah, they're running quarters coverage right here, and obviously what that means is like the safety is going to be playing like more of a buzz look underneath, and he looked right to Kelsey, played more over the top on him, completely lost track of Pringle coming over into his zone, and was able to get open and make the catch and get a huge play on 3rd down.
Williams will scurry forward for about 4 yards here and bring up 2nd and 6.
Mahomes complaining about something somebody. I don't know what
that
was
watch
about.
this. Pringle was actually not meant to be going down there. He just was actually supposed to be running a little simple hitch route, and he saw that he needed to go and get open for Mahomes because he was running it out of the pocket. So he just made himself open, found an open spot in the zone, able to make a huge play for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Travis Kelce almost sets a bit of a pick, although it's totally legal because he's not moving. He's just standing there, and the 2 Buffalo defenders run into him.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was because the defense was more focused on him, so there wasn't really anything that was done wrong by him in terms of setting a pick or anything like that. They just drew their attention to him and left Pringle wide open. So
Buffalo thought they had them there on 3rd and 12. Kansas City converts and now finds themselves at the 27. Mahomes' handoff is to Hilaire, and Hilaire trying to shift this thing upfield. Gets nowhere. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Big possession right now.
Yeah.
Big 3rd down coming right up. And a timeout for Buffalo. That is going to be their 2nd.
Interesting that they're using the timeouts on this side. even with like 327, I don't know. Is that slightly odd to you? You're kind of
Well, they're
banking on this
down-
one, no?
Yeah, they're down 6. I mean, even if they kick the field goal, they'll be down 2 possessions. They need to somehow score twice. Assuming Butker makes the field goal. They're going to have to score twice. One way or the other, it seems.
Yeah, but I'm just confused on the fact that they're calling the timeouts on this side of the
Of the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, well, they're
Or
like
this early.
I was like quite a bit of time before the 2 minute.
Right?
warning. Yeah, they're already at like the 27. So you're kind of wasting your opportunity to score twice if you're not going to give yourself time to stop the
They
clock.
got to get him off the field, and Mahomes is going to scurry forward. He's going to get the first down and more. 10 yards on that run for Mahomes, and it doesn't matter what timeouts Buffalo was calling because Mahomes just converted that one.
Yeah, that was a smart move too. To slide down, stay in bounds, and kill the clock. But there's a really great job of Mahomes. He sees that there's nobody open. He starts stepping up, avoiding the pressure, and he was able to go. They could have probably called a flag on Neal 33 on the grab by Kelsey, but
And then Kelsey goes right at him.
Kelsey goes right at him.
it's just like, you grabbed me, boom.
Yeah.
I love that, though. That's great.
Arma.
Blocks.
And
I don't know. If Mahomes had stayed up, could he have sprung him free? Maybe.
I mean, pretty much here, if you're just KC, you just continue running the football. They can't stop the clock unless it's a 2-minute warning. The game's over, no?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, like, they gotta stop them there. Gotta make sure that they don't convert on third down. I mean, maybe they don't get any more first downs, or else, yeah, like you said,
I
it's
could
basically
use some
over.
more points for Kelsey, though, so please throw it.
No,
Kelsey
no,
up to the
just
top
don't
of the
let
screen now.
Josh touch it.
Elaire gets stuck in the backfield.
Actually, no, I do need him. Oh,
Stuck in
wow.
the backfield there,
Oh, my God.
potentially for. They almost took his helmet off.
Jeez, I was like, almost ripped his neck off.
I saw like 5 Bills going into that same gap. I was like, yeah, this is gonna end ugly.
Alright, how bad is this going for me? Oops, I didn't mean to yawn. Sorry.
Don't make me yawn now. Ooh,
Wow, his head was like.
his head was in a.
Whew. It's like those
Ow.
like those owls that like can totally turn their head around.
Yeah, that's
God, my-
really painful.
Yeah, my neck
That
hurts just
doesn't
like
look good.
looking at it. 2nd and 14 here. Mahomes stepping back deep. Screen sit up here. Hilaire gets the catch, and he will move this thing forward there. So come up about 6 yards short.
Nice.
8 yards
Good.
in. play.
He's gotta stay in bounds. Oh,
He does actually, because the
No,
clock
No,
is
the
now
tackles-
stopped.
stopped out.
No, I know.
stopped
I
out,
agree
yeah.
with. He does have to stay in bounds. I agree with you,
Oh yeah,
because the clock is stopped now.
yeah, and that just gives the Bills an opportunity to.
Oh, what is he doing? You're right. And then if they don't get this one, it's gonna stop at the 2-minute warning. They literally. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that
Well,
was a
actually,
bad move.
If it won't matter if they pick up the first down, but they
Yeah.
do need to pick up the first down.
I think if they pick up the first down, the game is virtually over.
Is
It will
over.
be over if
Unless
pick
they
it up.
run out of bounds again.
Or try to throw it and miss. And here is Mahomes back to pass, looking for Hilaire. That's going to be a hold, I think, against 72 if it gets called, but it won't be as Mahomes just tries to dive out of bounds
That totally wasn't.
here, and he
That
dives
had to be.
forward, and the clock will hit
That-
the 2-minute warning. So 4th down at the 2-minute warning.
Totally was a
It's
hold. No.
Right? No?
Yeah, I saw the same thing
I
you saw.
thought so too. Yeah,
It's
I
close.
saw 72 grab him.
Yeah.
72.
Got
grabbed
kind of lucky
50.
there.
54? I thought? I guess not. I don't know. We'll have to go to commercial for the 2-minute
we'll
warning.
See later, then I guess. All right, I gotta wipe my nose. My thing.
Oh my God, this is so close, dude. Josh Allen can't score anything, or I'm screwed.
Well, the thing is,
Bucker needs to hit this field goal,
the Bills are going to get the ball back.
and they're
here
gonna go
for him.
down. He's gonna score. He's gonna throw like 80 yards.
Well, they got to, because they're going to be down 9. They're going to be down 9. They're going to need the 2
Because
possessions.
so Butker, if he hits this, he's gonna go to 8 points, which then puts me at 122. So 100. It's 120 to 113 right now.
Okay, I seriously gotta get myself some new headphones.
So 120 to
why?
113.
Oh, because my freaking beat solos are crushing my ears right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
dude, that started to happen with these. The foam stuff on the side of them has started to like degrade over the 2 years that I've had them, and it's just like it kind of just hurts my ears when I wear them for too long.
Yeah,
It
well,
hurts
it's
with
just
the
like
glasses.
it's not even just because like they're degrading. It's more like they're not big enough to go all the way
Oh,
around.
to your ears, yeah.
Yeah, because like they're on your ears more than they're around your ears. You know what I mean?
I
It's
see
like,
your yeah. It's like less of an actual like pocket for your ear, more than like directly on your ear.
Yeah. I mean, like it's
Gotcha.
able to give great sound. Like you guys sound perfect, but the only problem though is like it's flattening my freaking
Your ear, yeah.
my
yeah.
ears. Like
Do
I
you
don't even
use
have
those?
the biggest.
Do you use them for the gym?
I
Or do
use them
you-
for like I don't usually use these for the gym. I only use these for you know, for this or for like
Yeah.
different calls and stuff. Yeah, it's like I rarely use them. I use my Beats
Like the actual portable ones? Yeah.
like the little in the ear.
Yeah,
ones.
gotcha. Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, and I got like the wired but not wired Bluetooth in the ear Beats type of stuff.
Oh,
It's
I've
a lot
seen
cheaper.
those.
It's like $150 compared to $250.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, they're really good. Except the only problem though is that I got waxy ears, so I have to like go and like keep on freaking cleaning the crap out of them.
Dude, so one of the main things that I didn't actually realize, like going to the ear, nose, and throat doctor is actually covered, like in most insurances.
Oh, well,
like
there
get
you
your
go.
clear,
Yeah, that
get
is
your
true.
get your ears cleaned out, and like it's like the greatest thing in the world once you get.
As
your
we're
ear cleaned
back
out.
here
I should invest in
with
that.
Bucker. Gonna kick this one 20. Is it the 37-yard? Oh,
Yeah,
30-yard
37.
attempt. Straight up.
This has
30-yard
gotta
attempt.
be a gimme.
Come on, baby, come on,
Unless Buffalo blocks this thing.
give me this one for a dub.
Snap. Hold. A little low, but yes, Bucker's gonna put that through. 3 more points for Kansas
Easy money.
City.
Yes, and 3
3 more points for Frank's fantasy team.
Yes.
Your intensity. Yes.
Yes. I mean, in one league, I'm about to go 1-5, and this one I have the potential to go 3-3. So all my eggs are in one basket at this point.
You know, right now I'm about to be 4-2.
That's
You know,
nice.
and- oh, well, it's nice considering that I just got embarrassed and shellacked. I'm not even close to the 50 points for Patrick Mahomes, and I'm probably gonna lose by like I don't know, 80.
So we have a game coming up after this. We are not going to be able to broadcast it because it's ESPN Monday Night Football, but it's Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys.
Should be a really
in
fun
Cherry
game,
Hill.
actually.
It
It
should
will
be a
be a
really
very
fun
fun
game.
game.
Thoughts, gentlemen, on this?
I'm pumped to see the Cardinals. Them being on the West Coast, don't get to see many of their games and all, and that great I see them on Red Zone and such. But I'm really excited to actually like watch a game with Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, like all of them like go to work on the offensive end. I think it'll be really neat. And just in general, I actually think I still have Dallas to win their division. So this should be pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
I mean-
that goes without saying.
Yeah, so like that's the weird part about it is like I still think Dallas is going to win the division. So I actually still think
I
they're
don't
going to
know
win.
if anybody's
You also
really
have to-
going to win it. I
You
think
also have to
somebody's gonna not
realize
lose it.
that Andy Dalton was destroyed by Cincinnati. He actually wasn't that bad of a quarterback at the beginning of his career.
Oh, no, he
and then
wasn't, no.
He like got way worse. So I actually like now that he's going to play with the offense, it's still a really good offense. The defense is the problem for Dallas. I actually think they're going to
Yeah.
do okay. I mean, Dak is incredible. I wish him a speedy recovery. Hopefully, he gets paid as well. But I
He
think
is.
Andy's
It's
going to be okay.
guaranteed. Josh Allen back to pass. Oh, what a fake out on Jones. But now Allen's still going here. My goodness, he's got 2
Woo.
Chiefs draped on him, and he's still going. What a run by Allen, but the clock is ticking. 1:40 to go.
Yeah, they
And
gotta hurry
Buffalo
this
with
thing
no
up.
timeouts. They need 2 scores here. Even a touchdown isn't going to be enough. And I don't even think Stephon Diggs was set, and the flag is flying here. That's going to be a catch. Actually, now it doesn't matter. But there's going to be an illegal shift on the offense.
Yeah, they were not set on that play, or it might be offsetting penalties. I mean, they called. They
That
called.
might
it
be
on-
the best result right now. But yeah, Diggs wasn't
Yeah,
even
but
close.
Diggs
here.
wasn't even. I don't know what Diggs was doing. He was just straight up
he was-
jogging
yeah.
over to the line.
Just like walking back as if, from a night out. Like, what?
I mean,
That seems kind of lazy.
that was. I don't know. That was inexcusable right there. You're in a hurry up. You got to go and try to get down the field, score, win the game, try to win the game at least. And you're just like walking over. Like, if I'm a coach, I would be furious because that should not happen. When you're doing hurry up, you should not be walking to the line.
I don't want to comment too much on Seven Dix because it's just kind of a weird. I don't want to call him and say he's like not trying that hard, and because he took some criticism when he was in Minnesota and kind of quitting on the team. But I don't know. Maybe it's just gotta hustle, man. It's the end of the game. Come on,
it's like,
let's go.
I
Like, wake up.
Yeah.
Like I get it. It's been a bad game, but like you still have a chance to win. Anything can happen. Like go out there and hustle.
Exactly.
Like don't be a
So
crybaby.
I think the penalties did offset. It is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Now there'll be a referee timeout. Give us an opportunity to tell you what the week's programming is going to be. Fran, I think you have a Liverpool Champions game Wednesday.
Yeah, I somehow am going to be able to watch. It's going to be tough for me to be able to watch soccer after or football after the last match. But yes, we do have a Champions League match against Ajax in Amsterdam on. I think it's 2:45 kickoff or 3 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday.
There you go. And then we will be back on Thursday night, proper Thursday night, with the NFC East?
Asterisk, no COVID issues.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what to call the NFC East right now, but it's going to be the Giants and the Eagles. So
You mean the SEC?
One of those two is going to win a game.
Might as well
One of
put them.
those two's-
Hey, you might as well put them in the SEC. It would be better competition, right?
It's geographically
There you
not going to work, though. Maybe ACC. Does Andy Reid have a windshield wiper? Unfortunately not.
Yeah,
It was
that
worse
we
earlier.
we asked this earlier. Yeah, who's
How
the
is he able to see? It's like
who's the intern that wipes the mask for him?
Oh, yeah. Or maybe they just replace wholesale. Just new hat, everything.
Well, after he threw it, probably.
Probably, yeah.
After several penalties that looked like that was a false start by Buffalo, again, sort of inexcusable as you're trying to run a hurry up. 2nd and 12 now. Josh Allen back to pass, surveying, looking, trying to go deep, and this one floats this one, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by Kansas City, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it. Sorensen comes down with it for KC, and
Nice
it looks
grab,
like
by the
Kansas
way.
That was
City
a
will
heck of a
hold on.
grab.
Like a really nice one-handed grab.
Woo! About to be 1-1 in my picks, baby.
I should have just gone with KC. That was so stupid of me.
Yeah, that was your fault.
And
I
there's
know.
an interception, so it helps
know.
you. I think, Fran, you're going to win your
Yes,
game.
I think that means I'm pretty much solidified with that pick, decreasing
That
Josh
pick.
Allen's points, and Bucker got those too. And yeah, he does take a shot
This game
there.
could have ended up a little bit differently. Recall that very early in the first quarter, several long balls by Allen didn't quite connect with his receivers. It could have been a result of the weather, maybe under better circumstances. Without the rain, they would have connected. I think there's Andy Reid's windshield wiper that he's holding there. It just happens to be the challenge flag, or maybe the yellow rag, or maybe he stole that from one of the refs. And and there, this looks like this will be the final result here from Orchard Park. 26-17 is going to be the result. Kansas City Chiefs going to go to 5-1. Bills to 4-2, but Bills still going to lead the AFC East. So
Can't wait to see Stephon
no
Diggs on
real
Twitter after this one.
shuffle after that one. Maybe Andy Reid has the plastic layers that the F1 drivers use. That would be spectacular. Actually, you just
would
like
be
peel it off and keep going. Wow.
It's like in the
All right.
horsey races.
Yeah,
the
it's in
Kentucky
where the
Derbies,
jockeys
too,
have
yeah.
multiple goggles. Yeah. Just throw the goggles off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. This is going to cut to commercial break, and that's going to be the end of the stream for us. Much appreciated. Thank you for everybody for hanging out with us on this special Monday edition of what should have been Thursday Night Football. We'll see you back here for the Liverpool game on Wednesday and the proper Thursday Night Football game on Thursday with the Eagles and the Giants. And this should take us to commercials shortly. Any final thoughts, gents?
Great game by the Chiefs, and yay, I got my pick right. I'm at 1-1. Gonna continue going on for the rest of the year.
There you go.
Unfortunately, here going to drop to 1-1. But I think that at the beginning of this game, I basically said this is a bigger game for the Bills to prove the Bills are not there yet. That's what this game shows me. Chiefs still favorites for the Super Bowl, everything like that. Bills are overrated. Look at their conference.
Whoa! Wow! There's the hot take here at the very end of it.
So
My goodness.
hot words coming out of his
That's a
mouth.
hot send-off. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy.